What's happening? What's happening with it? Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all already know what it is. You're tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. What's good with everybody? And when y'all do come in the building, make sure that y'all hit my like button. Hit the like button and jump in the comment section when you come in the building. My brother's keeper, what's happening with it? Picasso, what it do? Jaron Jackson, what's happening with it? Appreciate you, man. Welcome. Mike Ryan, what it do? My brother's keeper, what's happening with it? Anthony Johnson, what's good? James, salute. Cheese All Out Fitness, what's happening with it? And yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as you come in. AJ64, what's happening with it? W, right side. He ain't never on the wrong side, but he stay on the right side. Picasso, what's happening with it, my brother? And I got, oh man, my allergies is bothering me bad today. Antoine Johnson, what's good? It's a lot of shit going on in boxing, y'all, for real. It's a lot of shit going on in boxing. There's so much stuff going on in boxing right now. Boxing the circus right now, for real. Boxing is a real live circus right now. Telling y'all. This shit is crazy. My man Macados, Mac of the South in the building. Salute. Jay Chestnut, what's happening with it? Johnny Q. See who else I missed. Yeah, like I said, y'all hit my like button as y'all come in the building. Hit the like button when you come in the building so they can get these notifications sent out. Because I know they sending my notifications out very, very slowly. But we going to get it popping. We going to get it popping for sure. It's a lot of shit going on, y'all. A lot of things going on. Man, so I was watching the boxing voice. Yeah, I'm gonna just get it started. I'm not waiting for people to come in because, like I said, they get my notifications out real slow, and YouTube be on some bullshit. But anyway, I'm gonna just get it started. Cause I can't be up on here too long today. I got things I gotta do. But I was watching the boxing voice yesterday, y'all. And Caleb Plant, man. Caleb Plant was on the boxing voice. And Caleb Plant probably gotta be the most and Caleb Plant, my guy, but that dude gotta be the most difficult man to ever interview. Like I've kind of interviewed Caleb Plant in the press setting, but man, that dude, you can't get shit out of Caleb Plant. If you ask him anything about boxing that doesn't involve his name, he finna look at you with a stone cold face, and he not gonna say shit. Like Caleb Plant he's hard to interview. You know what I'm saying? Like hey man, I was watching that shit on the boxing voice, and I was kind of feeling sorry for them yesterday. That dude is hard as hell to interview. It's like, well, man, you ain't got nothing to say. Shit, I mean, is his name Caleb Plant? Well, what does it have to do with me? Well, man, what do you think about you know what I'm saying? What do you think about Shakur Stevenson and such and such? I mean, it's cool. Cool fighting and all. I mean, shit. What am I supposed to say? I'm worried about what Caleb Plant is doing next. I mean, yeah, his name ain't Caleb Plant. I mean, it's cool. I'm like, God damn, this dude Caleb Plant. Like, man, I wouldn't want to interview him because he'll make you look stupid and shit. Like you be asking him, like, so Caleb Plant, what do you think of? Shit, I mean, what you want me to say? What kind of question is that? He'll make a motherfucker look stupid hella quick. Dude, Caleb Plant, dry as hell. Motherfucker dry as hell. Cheese All Out Fitness says, your notification has scheduled at 5 p.m. Yeah, man, YouTube, they be on some bull. They be tripping, y'all. 5 p.m. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What it do? My man Juwan Ramos, what's happening with it? Johnny Q said it had 2 p.m. What the hell? That's crazy. Johnny Q. Let me see who. Opulent LD in the building. Rico Shaw. Love him down Gaither. What's happening with it? Big Texas ATX. Cletus Smith. My brother Knockout Boxing 86 TV in the building. What's happening with it? And we got my brother Cali Fire in the building. James is in the building. Yeah, YouTube is tripping. I don't know what's going on today, but like I said, we still gonna get it popping. If people come in late, they just come in late. If they miss the show and have to run it back, that's just what it is. You know. Knockout say, we can say it, bro. He's an arrogant asshole. Man, he just got he's just dry. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I met Caleb Plant in person and like, you know what I'm saying? He cool, he'll talk to you, but that's just how he is. Even in person, he don't say too much. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was having a conversation with Caleb Plant. And I was like, man, I remember I was telling you way back in 2015 when didn't nobody know you that you was going to be champion. And he was like, yeah, I remember you. Yep. I remember when you said that. Yeah. He just like kind of gave me a stone cold look. And I was like, shit, well, I then, that shit is just, he not finna, like, you know what I'm saying? He not finna give you no type of enthusiasm on shit. It's just like, you know, dude is stone cold. You know, Caleb Plant would have been a great hitman. For real. Caleb Plant would have been a great hitman. Straight up. Because the motherfucking feds get on him, they can't get no, it's just shit. So Caleb, where were you between 5 o'clock and 9 p.m.? So Caleb, hey, dude, this shit funny. He said it's the Tennessee thing. Nah, it ain't no Tennessee thing. I got family in Tennessee. That's a Caleb Plant thing, DP Rocker. That dude he just got one of them stone cold hitman type of attitudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how to gauge Caleb Plant. That's why when he started talking to Canelo in the middle of the ring, I was like, hold on. I said, oh, shit. Oh, hell no. I ain't never seen Caleb Plant have this type of attitude. The most Caleb Plant ever talked, the most enthusiasm Caleb Plant ever showed was when he was talking to Canelo in the middle of the ring. I said, oh, nah, Caleb Plant. When that shit happened, I knew it was all downhill. I knew that shit was all downhill when that shit happened. I knew it was all downhill. Shit, he lost me more than that, Aaron. He ain't no dive. Like, come on, man. Don't come in here talking about he took a dive against Canelo. Man, you know what I'm saying? You sound like my brother Batman with that bullshit. He just got beat. He figured out that he was in the ring with a level of competition that he had never been in the ring with before. Well, at least with 8-ounce gloves and no headgear. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say he was in, let me take that back. I'm not going to say he was in the ring with a level of competition that he had never been in with before, but he was in the ring with competition that he had never been in the ring with in a professional setting with 8-ounce gloves and no headgear on in a real fight, not sparring. Aaron Calderon said he really feel like he could have won. Well, he wasn't winning the fight up to that point. And if anybody think that Caleb Plant was winning the fight up until he got knocked out, let's talk about it. Put a 1 in the chat. And Caleb Plant is one of my favorite fighters. Just because I'm joking around and saying, I'm just telling the truth. The motherfucker don't really give you nothing. He ain't enthusiastic. He don't give you no type of energy, exciting energy about shit. He got a stone cold type of attitude, but he's still my guy. I still fuck with Caleb Plant. Yeah, did I like that he kind of folded to Canelo? You know what I'm saying? When he started talking to Canelo and conceding. No, I didn't like that shit. Of course not. But I'm not finna turn on him and, you know what I'm saying, and act like he still ain't my dude and I still ain't riding with Caleb Plant. Yeah, I'm riding with him. I'm still riding with him. But so Big Nick 32, you said that you thought he was winning the fight before he wasn't winning the fight. He wasn't, and I remember, I wish my guy 817 Boxing B was in here right now, because me and him had an all-out debate because 817 Boxing B swore up and down that Caleb Plant was winning the fight before he got stopped. I think he had Caleb Plant up by like 2 rounds. Now, for anybody that thought that Caleb Plant was winning the fight, tell me why Caleb Plant said himself that he thought he was down 6 rounds, that he thought he was down in that fight at that point in time. He said at that point in time, he said he thought he was down 6 rounds to 4. Caleb Plant said it. So like I said, I really wish that 817 Boxing B was in here, because he was cussing and carrying on, telling me he know what he saw and this and that. And I said, bro, Caleb Plant wasn't winning that fucking fight. He wasn't winning that fight. I'm watching the fight. I got my money on the line watching the fight. Nah. Don't get to disrespecting that man. He ain't in the building, and the man can't just defend himself. And that's, you know what I'm saying, that's one of my guys. Don't come in here disrespecting that dude because you might have a disagreement. But all I'm saying is that he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And anybody else that said that Caleb Plant was winning that fight, respectfully, you didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He wasn't winning that fight. You feel me? He was losing the fight at that point in time. And I know because I'm watching the fight closely. I have money on the line. I made sure that nobody came to the crib, and I was watching it right there in front of my big ass motherfucking TV. And yeah, he wasn't winning that fight. He started off good, and shit started to go bad. But he was in the fight. He was in the fight, you know what I'm saying? But no way he was winning that fight. And he said himself, he said, I felt that I was doing pretty good. He said, I felt that I was holding my own with him, and I was right there with him. And he said, up until I got caught, he said, I thought I was losing the fight 6 rounds to 4. That's what Caleb Plant said. So can't no nigga that was on the outside looking in tell me he know more than the man that was in the ring with the man. And he know more than the man that's probably went back and watched that fight and studied that fight several times. Mr. Shelton, it don't have nothing to do with because you think that you already down 5 rounds when you get in the ring with Canelo. I'm talking about what I was watching. Right? I'm talking about what I was watching when I was watching that fight. I'm talking about boxing, just straight up boxing. He wasn't winning that fight. No matter how bad I wanted him to win the fight, you feel me? No matter how bad I wanted him to win that fight, he wasn't winning the fight. You know what I'm saying? The fight wasn't, it was competitive. But I thought that Caleb Plant I thought that the atmosphere in the presence of Canelo Alvarez, the pressure that Canelo Alvarez was putting on Caleb Plant, I think that it was fucking with his mind because there was a lot of shit. I know you fucking with me, but some people, you know what I'm saying, that'll watch this, they gonna take that shit, Mr. Sheldon, they gonna run with that shit 1,000,000 miles an hour, and they'll get to try to debate me and all that shit. Todd Swindle said, Plant got beat up. What's up, Keon? What's good with it, Todd? Jose Ayala says, Canelo needed a KO or else the detractors were going to say it was a robbery. I mean, man, when you get to that level, you got that. That's the territory that level comes with. And y'all hit my like button. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people came in the building and didn't hit the like button. And I know it's easy to forget to hit the like button. And y'all hit my like button so they could get these notifications out because they getting the notifications out hella slow. So y'all hit the like button. Please. Yeah, smash on the like button. Like I said, I had, to tell you the truth, I had Caleb Plant winning up until he got the knockdown. Up until he got stopped, I had him winning like 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I had it probably like 7-3 at that point in time. But it is what it is. He said that he had it 6-4 for Canelo himself. I think that Caleb Plant, I think he has the mindset, right, to get better and to learn from this. You got to understand that's like learning how to swim in 5 feet of water, right? This is what you can equate Caleb Plant going straight in there with Canelo Alvarez, right? In a big fight of that magnitude, you ain't never fought in the arena with that many people. You ain't never had that many motherfucking Mexicans booing you at one time. You've never had to have a build up, right? All of the build up and the lead up and everything that was going on surrounding that fight. You've never had to deal with none of that shit. Then they throw you in the heat of the fire, right? And you think you're ready for it. And he said, you know, it's a difference. He said it's different when, you know what I'm saying, like with that atmosphere and just everything. You know, he said he don't think it was too big for him. He said, but it's different. And you can't prepare yourself for nothing like that if you've never been nowhere remotely close to nothing like that. But I think that he has the mind frame and the type of mindset to take that experience and make him better. It's like learning how to swim in 5 feet of water. And then they say one day, oh, come on, we finna throw you in the fucking ocean and shit. We finna throw you in the ocean with no life jacket on and go ahead. Yeah, you knew how to swim in 5 feet of water, but you didn't know how to swim good enough for them to fucking throw you in the ocean like you was a goddamn scuba diver. And that's kind of what they did to Caleb Plant. They didn't put him in there with nobody to build him up to that situation. You feel me? They just didn't. They didn't put him in there with nobody to build him up to that level. They could have at least put him on a pay-per-view, right? Put him on a pay-per-view with Anthony Durrell and let him know how it feels to be on a big pay-per-view card. They could have put him on the undercard of like Errol Spence pay-per-view or Gervonta Tank Davis pay-per-view with another good fighter like Anthony Durrell and had him co-main event. Now he know how to prepare for that situation, but it's a whole different situation. Just stepping out there butt naked, you know what I'm saying? They didn't prepare him well enough. Knockout said he had his 7-3 on his card. Yeah, so me and Knockout agree. We both had his 7-3 leading up to that. Caleb Plant did himself no favors with the competition and inactivity he had leading up to the fight. Yeah, leading up. Yeah, and he was hella inactive. You can't say that man is mentally weak, Juwan Ramos. You can't say all the shit that man been through in the level that he's got to in the sport of boxing that he's mentally weak. You can't sit up here and say that, and I don't agree with that shit. It's easy to shit on somebody and down somebody when they take a L. But you can't sit up here and say that man mentally weak, right? What you gotta watch and see how he shake back. Most motherfuckers lose to Canelo. Everybody then lost to Canelo, right? Except for Floyd. And then you can say Lara in his prime, but the man was 23 years old back then. So you can't say, oh, well, he's mentally weak. Man ain't weak. You know what I'm saying? He did speak on, you know, him talking to Canelo. He finally spoke on that. And a lot of people wanted to know, like, what the fuck was that shit about? And John Kramer, what's happening with it in the building? My man King Coleon in the building. What did it do? A lot of people want to know, like, what the fuck? That shit made it to me seem like he was folding, like he was conceding, like, yeah, I'm gonna try to soften you up a little bit because you're going too hard. It's kind of like calling time out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, pause. I'm good. When you get the whooping on the nigga in the street and shit, and they get the backpedaling, talking about I'm good and calling pause and time out and shit. When y'all niggas know when you was growing up as kids, motherfucker try to call time out and shit when you get the whooping on them. Well, that what it looked like what Caleb Plant was doing to me, right? But so he spoke on that, and Caleb Plant said, look, man, he said, I was fucking being sarcastic. Like, I was being sarcastic and like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty good for a white dude, huh? He said I was basically saying, like, you know, or whatever he said. What did he say? I'm pretty good for whatever. I forgot what he said. Somebody help me exactly what he said. But he said he was saying it, fucking around, like being sarcastic, like, yeah, you know, everybody thought I was a bum. Now you in the ring with me. Yeah, I'm pretty good, huh? So he said he thought it was, you know, he said he was basically being sarcastic. I would have preferred him to keep the same stone cold attitude that he always had. But he didn't do that. That's what I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't expected Caleb Plant out of the attitude that he carried outside of the ring. I wasn't expecting to see that from him. Yeah, I'm pretty good for a 21-0 fighter, right? Exactly. Yeah, that's what he said. So he said he was like, if anybody thought I was like being serious or whatever, he said I was being sarcastic. So, you know, it is what it is, but you picked the time to be sarcastic because, hey, like I said before earlier in the show, Caleb Plant, that motherfucker dry as hell. He ain't never been sarcastic with nobody. You can't, like I said, I love Caleb Plant. I wouldn't want to interview him. He ain't finna be having me sitting up there looking stupid and shit with a whole bunch of fucking silent time because he don't want to answer nothing and he just staring at you with a stone cold face. But yeah, you got to keep that same energy in the ring. Now, 817 Boxing B on in the building. He made it in the building. You made it late. 817. Now, earlier, right? And I was saying I couldn't wait for you to come in the building because 817, I remember like it was yesterday, you argued me down and you said that Caleb Plant was winning the fight. You had Caleb Plant winning the fight before he got stopped. Remember that 817? $817, right? You said that. That me and 817, we had a debate about that. You said that you said that you had him winning the fight. Yeah, he said I did. I did. Right. Now 817. Like I said before you came in the building, and I defended you because the motherfucker tried to say some slick shit about you, and I had to get on their helmet and I defended you while you was gone. Now you in the building and you can defend yourself now, but I defended you while you was gone. You said you felt like he was up 6 rounds to 4. And my thing is, I said anybody that felt like that Caleb Plant was winning that goddamn fight, then lost their goddamn mind. They don't know what the hell they was watching because there ain't no way. I think those are the words I used, something like that. And I said, because there ain't no motherfucking way that Caleb Plant was winning that fight, right? So I say that to say this, 817, now that you in the building, right? I said, how can y'all say that he was winning the fight when Caleb Plant himself yesterday on the Boxing Voice agreed with me? He said, I thought I was doing very well, and I thought the fight, you know what I'm saying, I thought I still had a chance to win the fight, but up until I got caught, he said, I felt I was losing the fight. I was down round 6. He said I was down like 6 rounds to 4. Now, I said up until that point that I had Caleb Plant down 7 rounds to 3. He said 6 rounds to 4. So, like I said earlier, 817, right before you got in the building, everybody that was running around talking about, oh man, he was winning the fight. He was winning the fight before he got stopped. I had him when he was schooling Canelo. I said, y'all know more than Caleb Plant, who was in the ring taking them licks himself. So now that Caleb Plant himself said that he felt that he was losing the fight 6 rounds to 4, I want somebody to try to debate me now, 817. 817, debate me now. Debate me now. Ain't no way I can lose this debate. It ain't no goddamn way I can lose this debate. The man said it himself. I was losing the fight 6 rounds to 4 in my eyes. But y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like button. I wish, you know what? I wish he had said that shit about, let me see. about 4.5 months earlier. I wish you had said that shit about 4.5 months earlier, because I would have shut your shit all the way down when we had that debate 817. But he said it. He said it. It ain't too late. He still said it. Nope, we ain't doing that. We not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. See, 817, you that friend that watch your friend get the dog shit beat out of him, right? He bloody and shit, and you driving him home, he in the passenger seat, and you still hyping him up. Yeah, man, hey, man, shit, man, you won that fight. You know what I'm saying? He did slam you, you know what I'm saying? But he slammed you, and you know, he did black, but you won that fight, man. Shit, man, you did your thing. When the nigga deep down inside know he got his motherfucking ass beat, but you still trying to hype him up, right? Wiping the blood off his face and shit, still saying that he won the fight. Oh, shit, nah, man. Y'all, man, that's my dude, 817, man. Hey, y'all, and salute to 817. Hey, y'all hit the like button, no. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Because now we finna, like I said, we gonna get on Canelo later. Because you know what I'm saying? Canelo, we gonna get on Canelo later. You know what I'm saying? Hey, J8 said, you won. The nigga was grabbing like a bitch. Hey, right? All right, y'all hit the like button, right? Y'all smash on the like button. Ryan Garcia, we know that Ryan Garcia, what's happening with it? Queen in the building. So we know Ryan Garcia got a fight coming up against Emmanuel Tszyu, however the hell you say his name. I ain't never heard of him, right? And we do know that Ryan Garcia fight at 135 pounds. But you know what? The fight with Emmanuel Tszyu and Ryan Garcia, that fight has been switched to 139 pounds. So they can weigh in up to 139 pounds. Why did they change it up? Why did they change the weight? You feel me? Why is the weight changed? Ryan Garcia must be having difficulty making weight. That's the only thing I can think of, because Ryan Garcia is the A side. So if he got a fight with Emmanuel Tszyu and he's the A side, he is the attraction in this fight. Emmanuel Tszyu can't come and say, hey, we can't make the weight, change it to 139. Nah, Ryan Garcia, he having a hard time making weight. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Ryan Garcia was having a hard time. He's having a hard time making weight. So they had to change the weight in the contract. 817 said he said he was winning up until 6. He didn't say he was winning up until the 6. He said he felt that he was losing the fight. He didn't say nothing about I don't know what he said. I know what he said, what happened at the time of the knockdown. He said he felt that he was losing the fight 6 rounds to 4 up until the knockdown. So, I mean, but anyway, you was wrong, man. You was wrong, 817. Hold that L. Hold that L, 817. You know what I'm saying? But you live. You live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? Hold that L, but you gonna live to fight another day. Hey, my man, Juan Ramos say Ryan a big lightweight. Yeah, he a big lightweight, but see, what happened was I know he sat on the sideline, and Canelo Alvarez told you the man wasn't in the gym, he wasn't putting in no work, so it ain't no telling how much of weight that he gained. It ain't no telling how much of weight that man gained. You know, because if you changing, what are we like 2 weeks out from that fight? I think we 2 weeks out from the Ryan Garcia fight. And 2 weeks out, you decide, I ain't going to be able to make 135. We're going to have to change the weight. That ain't looking too good for Ryan Garcia with all of these other rumors, right? That's already been out with Canelo saying the man wasn't disciplined. He come in there, he like to throw a couple punches in the motherfucking air for Instagram and then get his shit and leave the gym. You feel me? He like to come in the gym when he was with Canelo and them come in the goddamn gym, throw a couple motherfucking fast ass hooks and shit, get his motherfucking his duffel bag and dip out. Yeah, he ain't making. And what's that say for him going to Joe Goosen and you already having a hard time making weight, bro? That's what I'm just saying. They did change the weight to 139, right? But him not being able to make weight, that's just my opinion. That's my speculation because he the A side. Ain't no other reason they gonna have to change the weight, the contractual weight. You feel me? Ain't no other reason. He the A side. Knockout Boxing 86 TV say upset alert. Man, I never seen that dude fight. I never seen Emmanuel Tszyu fight, so I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. In my opinion, what's happening with it? He says, what's wild is Lou even making excuses with Ryan came back heavy. He says, what's wild is Lou even making excuses. Lou DiBella, or who's Lou? What Lou you talking about? Excuses for Ryan came back heavy. In my opinion, says it's unprofessional as hell. I don't care who does it. As a pro, you responsible for making weight. Yeah. But see, these dudes do that shit all the time. The ones that's not disciplined, like we used to see AB do that shit all the time. AB had changed the weight 2 days before the fight. You know what I'm saying? So the A-side cats that's undisciplined, they do that shit all the time. And I agree with you. It's unprofessional. If I sign a contract, I don't give a fuck if I'm the goddamn D side. If I sign the contract at a contractual weight to fight you, that's what weight we should be fighting at. Just because you say you the A side and I'm the B side, that don't mean that you should be able to do some fuck shit like that. That's just how I feel. And y'all hit my like button. Y'all smash the like button. 817 say, I don't think he was losing, fam. I'll take the L. I don't think he didn't believe he was winning. And it showed when he went soft and started making friends and shit. Them blows changed all the tough shit. Yeah, them blows changed all the tough shit. That's a fight we'll have to go back and watch. You know what I'm saying? One of these days. We'll have to go back and watch that fight and score it round by round. Because, yeah, I don't see how you see what you see. Now, SWAT TX, I've never seen him fight before. So I can't really give you an assessment on Emmanuel Tszyu. I looked at his resume and ain't nothing impressive on there, but I never seen him fight before. And I'm pretty sure that if he was that good, they wouldn't have picked him. If Emmanuel Tszyu was really that good, I know that Oscar De La Hoya and them, they wouldn't have picked him for Ryan Garcia. They moving Ryan Garcia very strategically. You feel me? They moving him like Mayweather is moving Tank Davis. But the plus for Ryan Garcia is he a lot younger. He a lot younger than Tank. That's the plus side. My man, Flawless Mentality and BE, hosted by the Dr. Mark Stearns, the OG in the building. Salute to you. And make sure that y'all go sub to Flawless Mentality and BE, hosted by Dr. Mark Stearns. Go sub to the brother channel and get some meat on your brain. You know what I'm saying? Get some fat on your brain. In my opinion, says big difference in 35 and 39. Yeah, when you cut weight, that's a big difference. A huge difference. People don't understand how big of a difference that shit is when you're cutting weight. Kwee said, I'm listening and working, multitasking. And y'all go subscribe to Kwee. Y'all go subscribe to the queen. She know her boxing, and she gonna talk that shit and give it to you raw. Make sure that you go sub. Go sub. Her and Ashley's Corner, they be talking that shit. Always great content. Always great shows. And I will be tuned in tomorrow. Johnny Q, what it do? Oscar, what's happening with it? Big Nick said he liked the upset too. You know what I'm saying? Big Nick. So y'all coming in here talking about Emmanuel Tszyu might beat Ryan Garcia. I'm gonna have to check him out. Like I said, I ain't never seen him fight. You dig what I'm saying? My man CB Sports TV. What's happening with it? Big Carl Burrell in the building. What it do? And yeah, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. St. Louis Mix, what's happening with it? Zenith 360, what it do? He says all Golden Boy fighters having issues with weight except and pulling out of fights except Zordo. No one thinks that's weird. Hey, bro. Hey, man. We you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is pull up the records, bro. All you got to do is pull up the records. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know what's going on, but for some reason, in the middle of me reading these comments and talking boxing, I just got hungry as hell, and a picture of Golden Corral just hopped up in my brain right now. Golden Corral just hopped up in my brain out of nowhere right now. I just said, at the same time I'm talking to Zenith and reading comments, I said, God damn, I want some Golden Corral real bad right now. Now, all Golden Corrals ain't good. Real talk. But we got one, you know what I'm saying, that ain't too far from me. One of them said, so it's like one of them out here that ain't too far from me. You know what I'm saying? That shit go, they go. Like that food in there go. I think I might take the kids because my kids love that place. My kids love going there. Yeah, that's a buffet. Yep. I don't know. Y'all got to go to Corral. Man, 817. I'm jealous though, man. That's another reason I'm a move to Dallas, man. They got a Grandy's, man. I miss Grandy's. I used to, man, them dinner rolls that Grandy's got. And that chicken fried chicken, man. I ain't had Grandy's in so long. But man, let me get to I'm making myself more hungry and hungry. Yeah, Stan 92 says facts. Quality do vary by location. Cause see, I had went to a Golden Corral, right? I had went like way up like north in the white folks area one time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like out there. It's called like the foothills or whatever it is, way up in the white folks area. And I went in there, man. That Golden Corral, that food was nasty as hell. That shit was nasty. I said, I'm taking my ass right back to the black folks Golden Corral, and I'll never come over here again. My man, loyal to the game, boxing talk. What it do? What's happening with it? Hey, man, Picasso, man, I'm fucking with, man. That's my spot. Back in the day, that was my spot. That Granny's, that's my shit. 817 said most of them closed down. Big Nick said he ain't never seen him fight, but he looked like he got some dog in him. Man, why? Because he African? Wait, he looked like he got some dog in him because he African? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Some of them African fighters be fooling the fuck out of me. I be like, oh, man, this motherfucker finna go. This nigga finna go. I know he got, you know what I'm saying? Nigga got cuts and shit all get in the ring and get the shit beat out of him. I'm like, man, I'm just keeping it real. Some of them African fighters, man, I'll be like, man, this motherfucker finna go. And get in the ring and it be the total opposite. Hey, but oh man, smooth groove. But let's, you know what? I'm gonna drop some links before I really get to cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop some links and knockout. If you want to come jump on the panel with your boy, because I want to talk about a couple of these fights that's going on this weekend. I'm not finna go over all of them, but I'm gonna go over probably like 3 of them. I'm gonna go over 3 of them that's going on this weekend. You super chatted? I didn't even see no super chat. Hold on. Did I miss a super chat? Oh, okay, I got you. My bad, Picasso. Glad you reminded me. He said Caleb Plant probably got jumped a lot. Yeah, hell yeah. He grew up in the hood with, you know what I'm saying? I think when I seen him on the video, right? And he was fighting this big ass dude, and he was the only white boy out there. He beat the shit out that big ass dude, though. He probably did get jumped a lot. Type of shit make you tough, though. You know, he is where he at. Yeah. So, like I said, if you want to come up here and cook real quick, I want to talk about these fights that's going down this weekend. Let me get some of y'all predictions. Prediction Friday. Prediction Friday. Let's talk about it. Now, the first fight I'm gonna talk about is Josh Warrington versus Kiko Martinez. That fight finna be on the zone. Josh Warrington and Kiko Martinez. So Josh Warrington versus Kiko Martinez. That's a fight, like I said yesterday, y'all. That's a fight. William Old School, what's happening with it? Salute to you, William Old School. But Josh Warrington versus Kiko Martinez, that's their third fight. This is their third fight. And they fought. I know that they just fought, you know what I'm saying? The last time this is a rematch. Well, like I said, this is their third fight. But Josh Warrington want to get his get back from getting knocked out. I'm trying to pull up the resume right now when that fight happened. Wasn't too long ago when Kiko Martinez knocked out Josh Warrington. I didn't even see the fight, but I heard about it and I was shocked. Because I'm like, man, hell no, ain't no way. So, Josh Warrington, let me see. Wait, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Am I tripping? I thought Kiko Martinez stopped. I know he got stopped by. Oh, I'm tripping. They ain't even. No, that was Mauricio Lara that knocked him out. But for some reason, I thought that Kiko Martinez stopped him. But I guess I was wrong. They fought already, though. I know they fought already before. I know this is the. Let me hold on. Now I'm tripping. Did he fight Josh Warrington? Damn, they ain't fought. Did they not fight before? What the hell was I looking at? I'm tripping right now. Hold on. Damn. Okay, yeah, they did fight. This is a rematch from a fight that they fought way back in 2017, and Josh Warrington won by a majority decision. I know I wasn't tripping. And then Josh Warrington's last fight, the fight before last, he got stopped by Mauricio Lara. And then he was on his way to getting stopped again by Mauricio Lara, but it ended off a cut. Okay, yo, so this is a rematch from 2017. They didn't fought twice already. So Josh Warrington versus Kiko Martinez. I think that Josh Warrington should win this fight and school Kiko Martinez. Kiko Martinez he 43-10, so he lost 10 fights already, and he didn't been stopped 4 times. I think it's gonna go the distance. I got Josh Warrington winning the fight by I think he's gonna win by unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? How old is Kiko Martinez? Kiko Martinez he got a lot of fights. Well, how old is he? 36 years old. So he on the back end of his career. Kiko Martinez, I don't see him beating Josh Warrington. I don't see him beat Josh Warrington. But Josh Warrington, he's not a fighter that got power like that. You know, he only got 7 KOs. He only has 7 KOs in 31 fights. 32 fights, actually, because he had 1 draw. So I got definitely got Josh Warrington winning that fight. Who y'all got winning between Josh Warrington and Kiko Martinez? This is a bounce back fight for Josh Warrington because he looked like he was getting his ass beat in that last Mauricio Lara fight before it got stopped. And then he got his ass knocked out in the fight against Mauricio Lara, you know what I'm saying, before that. So this is get back fight. Yeah, you right. Yeah, Teach. I knew I had seen Kiko Martinez stop somebody. And yeah, you right. It was Kid Galahad that he stopped. It was Kid Galahad that he stopped. And I didn't watch the fight, but I heard about it. And I'm like, ain't no way Kid Galahad got knocked out by Kiko Martinez. And I went and looked and I said, damn, that shit surprised the hell out of me. That I knew I was like, damn, I know I ain't tripping. I know this man stopped somebody. But yeah, you right. That's who it was. My man, William Old School, he say he got, let me see, it skipped on me. He got Warrington. Javier Valencia, what's happening with it? Who y'all got? Kiko Martinez or Josh Warrington? We gonna move on. I ain't even gonna stay on here. I'm gonna move on. Y'all ain't interested in this fight, it don't look like, but I got Josh Warrington. I got Josh Warrington by I'm gonna say unanimous decision this time. Another fight we got on, let's skip over to ESPN. Let's go to ESPN. On ESPN, we got Miguel Berchelt versus Jeremiah Nakatila. Jeremiah Nakatila is the one that Shakur Stevenson fought, the African that Shakur Stevenson fought, and everybody was shitting on Shakur because Shakur said that dude punched hard and he wasn't trying to stand there with dude like that and get hit. So who y'all got? Y'all, Miguel Berchelt, the last time we seen him out cold, right? We see him get the shit beat out of him and then get knocked out cold by Oscar Valdez. This is a good fight. This is a good fight. And they both moving up in weight. They both moving up to 135 pounds, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of these fighters have ever fought at 135. So Miguel Berchelt is making his debut at 135. And Jeremiah Nakatila, he moving up in weight also. So who y'all got in this fight? This is a fight I'm looking forward to seeing because I was high on Miguel Berchelt. I ain't gonna lie. Miguel Berchelt, to me, I fucked with Miguel Berchelt heavy till he got knocked out by Oscar Valdez. It surprised me. It shocked it. I lost a lot of money on that fight because I did not think that Oscar Valdez was gonna do what he did to Berchelt. I didn't think that shit was gonna happen like that. I thought that Berchelt was gonna be the one stopping Oscar Valdez, to tell you the truth. This is gonna be a hell of a fight because Berchelt, he's a front foot dominant fighter. He coming forward, and Jeremiah Nakatila, he the same type of fighter. You feel me? And I heard Miguel Berchelt say that he was, he wasn't feeling good in that fight with Oscar Valdez. He was having after effects of COVID. It might be right, but at the end of the day, that shit is over with and done with. You know what I'm saying? It's over with and done with. And you didn't stay at 135 and try to, work your way back up to Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson, right? You moved up to, I'm sorry, you did stay at 130. You moved up to 135, so it is what it is. You feel me? In my opinion, says you got Berchelt by KO. I don't know. Because he might fuck around and get KO. If I'm betting, I'm staying away from this fight because we don't know how good Jeremiah Nakatila is, or we don't know how good he ain't. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Because to me, I just think that Shakur Stevenson is on a whole nother level. I think that Shakur Stevenson can go in there against Miguel Berchelt and do the same thing that he did to Jeremiah Nakatila. Win all 12 rounds and don't get touched. You feel me? I think he could go in there and do the same shit against Miguel Berchelt. So I think this fight might be a lot closer than people think. Either one of these dudes could go. We seen Miguel Berchelt. We see he done got knocked out twice in his career. I think he lost. He got 2 L's on his record. I could be wrong, but I know both of them losses came by knockout. Let me pull up Miguel Berchelt. Let me pull up his resume to make sure I'm on point. Yeah, he 38-2 with 2 knockout losses. Yeah, both of his losses came to knock. So he ain't got the toughest chin. You feel me? He got power. He very aggressive. He got some skills, but he don't got the toughest chin. And he gonna be there to get hit. So if Jeremiah Nakatila catches ass, what's gonna happen if Jeremiah Nakatila catches ass and put him to sleep? That shit ain't out of the question, y'all. Straight up, that ain't out of the question. So that's gonna be a good fight, and I'm having a hard time choosing, but man, because I haven't really seen enough of Jeremiah Nakatila except for the Shakur Stevenson fight. But if Shakur Stevenson wants to stay away from dude and not engage with him like that, that means motherfucker can hit. So I'm gonna say that Nakatila win this fight. I'm gonna just pick. I'm gonna go with the upset. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just make a bold prediction and go with the upset. I'm gonna go with, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with the upset. Stan 92 says, I got Nakatila. I need to see if Berchelt has worked on defense at all. I doubt it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the upset, y'all. So I'm gonna go with Josh Warrington for decision. I'm gonna go with Jeremiah Nakatila. If it's an upset, he gonna have to knock Miguel Berchelt out. So I'm gonna go with him with the knockout. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I wouldn't even bet on this fight. Leon Robinson, what's happening with it? Salute. What it do? Now, let's move on to the Showtime card. Let's move on to the fight on Showtime, and then I'm going to get to this Canelo Alvarez shit. Let's move on. Let's move on. The fight on Showtime, y'all. I'm excited for this fight because you got the debut of Tszyu, Costa Tszyu's son. I've seen him fight, but he ain't never fought over in the U.S., and I think this is the toughest test for him in his whole career, right? Terrell Gausha, he's solid. He been in there with Erickson Lubin. He done been in there with Austin Trout. He done been in there with some fighters. You know what I'm saying? He's seasoned. He's a vet. And he has experience being in there with the best, right? He almost stopped Erickson Lubin. Terrell Gausha almost stopped Erickson Lubin. So this is going to be the toughest fight in Tszyu's career. Now, from what I've seen from both fighters, right? Even though Tszyu, he ain't had the level of competition that Terrell Gausha has had, but Terrell Gausha, to me, he good, but he don't do nothing great. You know what I'm saying? He don't do nothing spectacular. And he kind of fight up to the level of his competition. You feel me? So with that being said, I've seen Terrell Gausha in tough fights with Austin Trout, and Austin Trout ain't in his prime no more. And him going in there with a prime Tszyu and the pressure that Tszyu puts on, and Tszyu is tough also. You feel me? And I think he just gonna put so much pressure on Terrell Gausha, and I think he gonna win the fight. I think he gonna have Terrell Gausha on his back foot. I think Terrell Gausha is gonna try to use his jab and utilize, the movement that he can. But I think that Tszyu being in his prime and just being hungry and making his American debut, and also right, Tszyu this is his first fight with the PBC. He signed a big deal with the PBC, and I don't think that they would match him up, right? His first fight with the PBC, I don't think that they'll match him up with somebody that they think that he would lose against. You know what I'm saying? You got matchmakers still. I don't think they'll put Tszyu in there with somebody like Terrell Gausha if they thought that he couldn't beat Terrell Gausha, because they know what they have in Terrell Gausha. You know what I'm saying? They got a good, solid fighter that might be good enough to win a vacant title, but he ain't good enough to beat the best of the best. We seen that he couldn't beat Erickson Lubin. We know he can't beat nobody like Jermell Charlo. So, yeah, they know what they got in Terrell Gausha. Tszyu, on the other hand, they looking at him like they can build, a star. They can make mega fights with Tszyu in Australia down the line when they want to, get that international money and all of that. So with that being said, I just think that the matchmakers, they choosing this fight as a fight that they think that Tszyu can win. And I got Tszyu winning this fight, but I got him winning by decision. I don't think he's gonna stop Terrell Gausha. Let me find some wood to knock on, because every time I say that shit, some shit go different. But I think that Tszyu would beat Terrell Gausha, decision. Money, what's happening with it? Salute. My brother in the building. And Coach, what's happening with it? Coach, what it do? So yeah, I got Tszyu winning that fight for sure. So them the fights this weekend. Those are the fights that's going on this weekend. It's more fights that's going on, but I just wanted to talk about the three main fights. I don't have time to talk about all of the fights, but yeah, that's who I got. Juwan Ramos says Tszyu come forward and got popped, but straight up and down. Hey, well, who y'all got? I asked y'all to tell me who y'all got. Uppercuts Boxing Nation in the building. What's happening with it? I asked y'all, ain't nobody said nothing about who they picking to win. I asked y'all who y'all got. But my man G5, what's happening with it? Salute. What it do? But yeah, so now oh yeah, Knockout, and don't forget Knockout doing the prediction show tonight. Knockout doing his prediction show tonight. I think it's your time. What is it? 8 p.m. Central or 7 p.m. Central? Money Brown. Okay, Juwan Ramos said he got Costa Tszyu. Money say he got Tszyu. He said Tszyu outpoint him. Leon Robinson said he got Tszyu. My man Teach said he got Warrington, Berchelt, and Tszyu. Yep, okay. 7:30 Central Standard Time. 7:30 Central Standard Time. Knockout, he gonna be breaking down all the fights for y'all. Right? I ain't got time to do all that, but he gonna break down all of the fights. So I will be over there tuned in to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. If the kids let me free, I'll jump on the panel. If he have a panel, I don't know if he gonna have an open panel. But yeah, and Money Brown TV, he come on what 8? I think Money Brown come on like 8:30 Central Standard. And make sure that y'all tune in to Money Brown TV because he gonna be talking about the fights also, and he gonna be showing all the fights tomorrow. Money gonna be showing all the fights. Coach said he got Tszyu by knockout. So you think that Terrell Gausha gonna get stopped? Damn, you high on Tszyu. Okay. Jawan Romo said, I think Lubin can beat Tszyu. I think Lubin can beat everybody if he got a chin, if his chin hold up. But that's a big if. Because if Tszyu catch Lubin finna go night-night. You know what I'm saying? Lubin, he's substitute to go night-night. And Lubin is probably at 154, Lubin my favorite fighter. Ain't no probably about it. I fuck with Lubin tough, but every time I watch him fight, I be sweating and scared to death for him to get hit. Just what it is. But Lubin, to me, he better than everybody at 154. He just ain't got no chin. But so, yeah, now y'all hit my like button. You in the building and you ain't smashed the like button, smash on my like button. And my brother G5 Gabe is in the building. And y'all make sure that y'all go sub to G5 Gabe. You know what I'm saying? That man a big speaker. Money. Like I said, if y'all want a link, I'm finna get ready to cook. You know what I'm saying? Coach Money. I know Knockout been in here. I think Knockout working. But Coach Money, if y'all want a link, you can grab the link. I'm finna cook on. First, I'm gonna cook on this Devin Haney situation with George Kambosos real quick. I ain't finna stay on this shit for too long because we've been cooking it on this shit for a long time. But I really want to talk about Bob Arum. Hey, hey, Bob Arum kicked down the motherfucking door and said, I ain't dead yet, I'm still in it. I ain't dead yet, I'm still in it. Right? Bob Arum kicked down the motherfucking door and said, oh, y'all thought y'all had me out? Nah, I ain't dead yet, I'm still in it. Bob, man, old fucking Bob didn't rose up out the grave again. Just when we thought that Bob was out the way because Vasil Lomachenko was, staying over there and fighting for his country, Bob said, nah, I ain't going nowhere. Bob Arum is saying that, hey, it don't matter who George Kambosos fight, I will be involved. It will be a top rank, right? Top rank will be involved. And he said, but we want an exciting fight. We don't know if it's gonna be Devin Haney. Whoever it is, we want somebody that's gonna bring the crowd excitement. So when I hear that, right? When I hear that, I'm like, and he kept insinuating, he kept saying that shit. Whoever it is, we ain't saying it's Devin Haney, but we want a fight that's gonna be crowd pleasing. And I said, so one thing made me wonder, is he trying to insinuate that Devin Haney ain't it because he's not crowd pleasing? Is that another excuse they gonna come with? Because we know a lot of people be like, oh, Devin Haney boring. He a boring fighter, which ain't true. You know what I'm saying? If you go look at Devin Haney's past, I'll say his last 2 fights, wasn't nothing boring about those fights. You feel me? His last 2 fights, it wasn't nothing boring about those fights. But then, so one thing we do know, he's saying that he's going to be a part of it, right? Now, to me, if Devin Haney do get this fight, shit ain't looking good for Devin Haney. Because now you have George Kambosos, right? That's fighting. You fight him in his own backyard, right? So you got that against you. You got the judging against you, right? You already got to fly over there in a whole nother country you ain't never been in that's probably like 18 hours away from where you flying from, right? You got that against you. Now you got Bob Arum in Top Rank that's going to be promoting the fight, part of the promotional, right? Showing it on ESPN. And they have a agenda. They have a whole agenda. Their agenda is to keep the belt around Kambosos. So whenever Vasyl Lomachenko gets done fighting over there in the Ukraine, he could come right back and jump into a George Kambosos fight. Shit ain't looking good for Devin Haney if he do get this fight. Like I said, Bob, he rose up out the motherfucking grave and he said, I ain't dead yet, bitch, I'm still in it. Y'all thought I was out. I'm still in it. You said I sent the wrong link. Hold on, let me drop it again. There it is. Yeah, Bob said, hey, I ain't dead yet, I'm still in it. And I don't know. That shit ain't looking good for Devin Haney to me. Real talk. I mean, let me read some of y'all comments. My man Leon Robinson said that evil motherfucker gonna live for 10 more years. Shit, he might live longer than that. He fresh as hell. But Jawan Rumble said they finna shut up Haney. J.A. Dixon said Bob told Haney a long time ago he signed to the wrong promoter. Yeah, he ain't make that right. He ain't hide that shit at all. You fucked up and you signed to the wrong promoter. You should have signed with us. Let me see. Zenith says I'm interested in Rivera versus Adorno fight. Yeah, me too. Knockout Boxers say, man, they gonna mess around and wait for Tank Rolly so the WBA can mandate the Tank and Rolly winner to fight Kambosos. They gonna do something, but whatever they do, it ain't looking like it's gonna be in favor of Devin Haney. You feel me? My man, William Old School said Devin gonna have to beat the brakes off Kambosos to walk out of Australia with them belts. Yeah, that's for sure. Dada says big respect for Haney. If he signs the contract, we're gonna have to fight the best top rank. Let me see. What else? What's happening with it, Batman?
Key, what's up, Key? What's up, everybody, man?
What's happening with it, Coach?
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, Batman, what's your take on this, man? Bob said, bitch, I ain't dead yet. I'm still in it.
Damn, my phone keeps fucking up, man. Key.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's my take on the Bob Arum situation?
Yeah, he ain't dead yet. He's still in it. He said, shit, we run this shit.
What you looking for?
So with the Brock, what is going to be on ESPN?
Well, he said no matter who George Kambosos fight, he said is he gonna be a part of it. Top Rank, ESPN, they finna be a part of it, and he said the only thing that they want, right, is somebody excited, fan pleasing. It got to be a good fight that the fans want to see, an exciting fight. But whatever it is, whoever it is, he said that he is pretty sure that he gonna be a part of it. And another thing before you cook, man, that let me know that Lou DiBella owe that man something. You know, boxing the dirty business. And so Lou DiBella went above and beyond to try to get Vasyl Lomachenko, right? So that Bob Arum and Top Rank could be involved. So that making me think that Lou DiBella owed Bob Arum a couple favors. And we know that Bob Arum, you know what I'm saying, he heavy in the game. He heavy in the game. And Lou DiBella seemed like he owed him a couple favors. But, you know, what's your take on that, Batman?
I mean, you know, I guess they saying, man, Devin better come to fight, man. I mean, he better look good on his front foot. All that boxing shit, they telling you, man, you get the boxers running this shit and thinking you gonna box and move, man. We ain't scoring like that. You gotta come fight, man. Well, they taking that shit, man. That's what it sounded like to me, man. So, man, Devin, man, you better get on your motherfucking front foot, man, and beat the shit out of Kambosos, man. That's all I gotta say about it, man. I ain't cooking too much on it.
Yeah. Leon Robinson says Devin been ducked by everyone, and you ain't supporting Haney until he jumps in a pit full of vipers for more fuck shit. You got to clarify who you talking to and what you mean.
He probably arguing with somebody.
Got to clarify who you talking to and what you mean.
He probably talking to somebody in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably talking to somebody in the chat. But yeah, man, this shit crazy. It ain't looking good for Devin, bro, because it's like when Tupac said all odds against me, this is all odds against me. Like,
let me say this though. Let me say this. But when they was trying to do this shit to Gary Russell, ain't nobody have a problem with that shit. So y'all shouldn't have a problem with this.
No, you can't say nobody had a problem with it.
They know who I'm talking to, man. All people know who I'm talking to. I ain't talking to everybody, but a lot of people ain't have a problem with what they was trying to do because they was the A side. And
so what you saying? What goes around come around?
Basically.
So you feel like that they getting what they deserve?
Most definitely.
But Devin Haney, right? So if you feel like that Bill was doing fucked up business when it came to Gary Russell, right? Devin Haney was just a fighter though. So it wasn't on Devin Haney. You feel me? It wasn't on because he don't deal with the business. He don't even really talk and do interviews hardly. So he was just there receiving the information. He was just.
I said I'm rooting for him in the fight. But what you want me? I mean, him and his father was trying to do the same shit. So you know what I'm saying?
Well, what I'm saying, Batman, is it wasn't necessarily him. You feel me? He's just the fighter. He don't deal with none of the business shit. So he wasn't sitting down with Bill or whoever else and saying, okay, sit in this contract and tell him we got to do this. He was just like, fuck it. I'll fight him.
Yeah, I understand that. I get that, but Bill part of this team, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so on the business side, they give what they deserve. I mean, they try to do the shit.
Hey.
Everybody keep on saying he's trying to all this cunning shit, but they do the same shit. So, I mean,
right. So it's kind of like they be doing the same shit. You feel that they be doing the same shit when they the A side. If they was the ones that had all the straps and the shoe was on the other foot and it was George Kambosos, they be doing the same shit.
Dog, Rolly Bread. Dog, we wanted 2.5 million, dog. We ain't want no 1.4 million. Gary Russell for JoJo Diaz for 1.4 million. Extra 500,000 to go up 2 weight classes. Just keep it real.
I don't understand why people think it's okay for Gary Russell to have to go up 2 weight classes, right? 2 weight classes, fight a motherfucker that should be at 140 pounds and do it for the same amount that he get for fighting the goddamn fucking Rudy Pook nobody. I don't understand that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why would he go up 2 weight? I don't understand just why would you go up 2 weight classes and fight Devin Haney that is a champion, right? But and you were champion at 126, right? But you can stay at 126 and make the same amount of money or even a little bit more. That don't make no sense to me.
Don't make no sense. But we still was going to do it. Man, come on, man.
But anyway, Dank Father said, why didn't Gary get 500? I don't know what he got for Maxar, what he didn't get. Ain't none of my business to tell you the truth. I wouldn't even tell you. Hey, hold on. Dank Father. You doing too much, bro, because For you to even know how much Gary got against Mark Masayo, that was never a topic of conversation, bro. Like I never heard anybody on any channel talk about how much Gary Russell was getting or how much he wasn't getting when he fought Mark Masayo. So for you to even go back and do that research, like what was the point of that? I don't care what he got when he fought Mark Masayo.
No, listen. If that was the case, he would have fought motherfucking Warrington for the $1 million for a unification match, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Stop repeating. Listen, Dank Fowler, stop repeating what you hear on these other dick eating ass platforms, man. Straight up. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Like I never even thought one time to look and see. Let me see how much Gary Russell getting paid against Mark Masayo. That was never a topic of conversation. We just knew he was fighting Mark Masayo, and then we knew that he was going in the fight hurt. I mean, but it is what it is, man. Coach.
Yeah, what's up?
What's happening with it, Coach?
Hey, man, it is what it is. He gonna either take the fight. I think what you talking about, Bob. I think Bob and them gonna come in with ESPN.
Y'all, yeah, and my bad, Coach. Y'all hit the like button. Hit my like button. Smash the like button. Smash on the like button, please. Hit the like button. And my bad, Coach. Let me read this super chat and I'm gonna let you cook. Before I forget. Only the funk in that super chat. I appreciate you coming through, showing love. He says, "Peace, brother." He says, "Coach, Batman, Devin." He says. He put Keith, but it's supposed to be Keith. He said coming in there already. He says Devin coming in there already 2 rounds down. It seems like they have an agenda for Devin, and we roll for the Russells just as hard for Devin, Batman brother. Well, nah, I can't. I can't agree with the last thing that you said when you said that we roll. We, as in me and some of the other brothers did, but the majority of people, they wasn't riding for Gary Russell. The majority of people, they were shitting on Gary Russell. It was a lot of cats shitting on Gary Russell. So we can't say that they were riding for Gary like they was Devin, because they wasn't riding for Gary like they was riding for Devin. That's a fact. That is a fact. It was a whole different energy from the majority of people when it came to Gary, and you know what I'm saying, but you know, it is what it is. But salute to you, man. I appreciate you coming through and supporting the channel. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, I think ESPN might come in with a bigger offer. That's the way it looked to me. Like they wanna promote this fight or whatever. That's what it looked like to me, because he was talking about how it'll be played in the U.S. I forgot at what time, because it's a big 16-hour time difference. It'll be played in the U.S. like 12 noon or some shit like that. So he was trying to, like they want to come in and bid on the fight. That's the way he made it sound to me. You know, I mean, Lomachenko is out. We already know that. And it just sounded that way to me, that they wanted to come in and bid on the fight with ESPN. So, and just like you said, Lou DiBella, he might have something on Lou that might make that shit happen, you know. So that's how I see it. You know, it wasn't like he was trying to bring in another fighter or something like that. He just sounded like he wanted to get ESPN because he mentioned ESPN and the time difference and all of that. You know, so I don't know. That's the way it sounded to me. You know.
Yeah.
But far as what Batman's saying about keep that same energy, hey, bro, you right as far as that go. You know, the fight got it. The fight. See, I didn't like that whole situation between them two in the first place. You know, because it started off with Terrence Crawford and Gary getting into it, right? And then Devin pretty much chimed in and said he wanted to fight. And then all that shit started. So he should have left that shit alone, you know? And then all of that confusion wouldn't have started in the first place. Because he didn't have nothing to do with that. You know, that's how I look at that shit. That whole situation was messed up from the gate because Dev should have just not even said shit and just left it alone. But it get like that when you're desperate for fights and trying to get fights. So, you know, because they've been stalling him out forever. You know, so that's all I got on that, bro.
Yeah. I mean, man, I look at this situation and with all of this, is Devin gonna sign up for the fight now? You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum, ESPN gonna be involved, but like Bob was saying, hey, it do make sense for the fight to be on the ESPN network for viewership. It makes the most sense because Lou DiBella and them, they don't have a network deal, right? They don't have a network deal. So they would either have to fight on some type of fucking Pro Bellum app or whatever, whatever app they fight on, the Zone or ESPN. And I would rather fight on ESPN. But shit, you got Bob involved. And Bob involved, you know what I'm saying? You got motherfucking Vasyl Lomachenko. And we know how much Bob loves Vasyl Lomachenko. And we know that Bob will go to the furthest degree to have all them belts back over there on Top Rank, around Vasyl Lomachenko's waist. That's the problem.
The way I look at it, I think he gonna, the winner of this fight, if this war stop and shit don't go on, Vasyl, they gonna win a fight. Devin been wanting to fight him anyway. So if he get past Kambosos, fucking make the fight, cause that's more money. You know what I'm saying? There's more money. Fuck it. I mean, if I was if they gonna do a deal, Bob gonna get a percentage. Fuck, and Kambosos and Devin gonna get a percentage from the ESPN shit too. So, fuck, they sweetening the pot. As far as I'm concerned, that's the way it looked to me.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck.
shit.
Hey, that's a good fucking fight. If he get past Kambosos, or if Kambosos beat him, fuck it, fight Vasyl next. I didn't think Vasyl. I would say this, Coach deserved the fight.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, Coach. Devin Haney and them, they always talking about how they making way more money than everybody else in the 135-pound division besides Tank. Now they gonna have to go and earn that bitch for real. They gonna have to really earn that bag now. All I gotta say,
fuck it.
He gonna have to really, you know what I'm saying? Because some people look at it as like they getting paid. You know what I'm saying? High ass. I mean, I love that he getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Why not? I'm not knocking nobody getting paid, but a lot of motherfuckers talk about how he getting paid all this money, but the competition don't add up to the pay or whatever.
Well, fuck. We gonna keep that same energy for the other little guy too, though.
Right. But see, the thing that they say is that he don't sell like Tank do, so it don't pan out. But now,
but you don't know that.
However it is, he gonna earn this one.
But we don't know that because you know why? Because he fight on a fucking app. We don't know what he'll do outside the app. Plus,
you cut out, Coach.
Hey, I gotta come back in. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. He gonna Batman. He gonna earn this one. He take this fight. He gonna earn this motherfucker.
At the end of the day, we don't know about the app, but we know about them seats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people talk about when you go on these platforms, they talking about how, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he ain't selling like that. I seen he did okay when he fought his last fight in Vegas, but it wasn't nowhere near sold out. And they was in the Mandalay Bay, and it wasn't nowhere near sold out. You know what I'm saying? I know people that went to the fight, and it was a whole lot of seats in that fight. And the thing to me is they fought. Las Vegas is his hometown, but they was cheering for JoJo Diaz. So he not at that, you know what I'm saying, like as far as being able to sell out arenas yet. He gonna get there, but he ain't there yet. And Tank been there. So whatever they gonna get paid for this, they gonna really earn this shit. So can't nobody after this, can't nobody say if Devin go and win this fight, can't nobody say that he overpaid or none of that shit. But he gonna earn this one. You know what I'm saying? He gonna really earn this one.
No.
J.A. Dixon said, why they ain't fighting in the Bay yet? They rep Vegas. Bill Haney, he repped the Bay, but shit, Devin rep Vegas. Devin in Las Vegas, baby. He fighting in his hometown, right in his backyard. Mr. Mechanical, what's happening with it? So I say, you know, hey, people the brothers need to show up to the fights. They think so highly of Devin and think that he's this and he's that. And I'm not saying he ain't, but I'm saying the ones that's always Devin this and Devin that, you need to show up to the fights. But man, I at the end of the day, Batman, like I always say, I hope he get the fight. I hope he, you know what I'm saying, fight through all the adversity. And I hope he win and he become undisputed because he deserves it. At the end of the day, he's one of the only fighters in all the boxing that's willing to get in the ring with all of these fighters, that's been calling for all the smoke with all these fighters, while all these other fighters, they've been acting like some stone cold bitches. All of them. All these other fighters been acting like some stone cold bitches, and he really the only one that's been wanting to smoke with all of them. So he deserves it more than anybody do. More than anybody do, he deserves it. So you know what I'm saying? I'm riding with the young man, and I hope he get it. I hope he get it.
Man, yeah, I mean, like you saying, man, I hope he get it too. You know, he signed yet?
Yeah. No, he ain't signed nothing yet. What I'm saying I hope he signed. I hope he get the fight. But let's talk about this, man. Let's y'all hit my like button. We're gonna switch it up, man. Let's talk about this Canelo shit before we get up out of here. So, and y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button. Smash on my like button, y'all.
Smash on my man like button, y'all.
So, Batman. Bat, dog.
So we back with Canelo.
Zurdo Ramirez, man. Zurdo Ramirez, and you know, he cool with Canelo. He ain't got no type of personal vendetta against Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But Zordo, he said it straight out. He said, man, he said Canelo Alvarez had Jamal Charlo on the table and David Benavidez, and he decided to take the fights with Bivol and Triple G. And he said he had over $100 million to fight Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez. He said, and I feel that he's ducking the hard fights. I feel that he's taking the easier fights and skipping around fighting guys like Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez and myself. That's what he said. He said he's skipping around, right? Ducking fighters like Jamal Charlo, David Benavidez, and myself to take easier fights. That's what Zurdo Ramirez said. So he not only feels like, and he said that he feels that he was asked, so what do you think, you know, was it Jamal Charlo? Was it David Benavidez? Like, what's the toughest fight? He said, what is the toughest fight out of all the opponents? He says Jamal Charlo, David Benavidez, or Dimitri Bivol. And he says, hands down, David Benavidez. He said, hands down, David Benavidez. He says, Dimitri Bivol is not going to be tough for Canelo. He said, he's just straight up and down. He said, all he have is really a 1-2. Now, this is coming from another fighter that sparred Dimitri Bivol, that's been in the ring, and he sparred Dimitri Bivol. This is coming from a fighter that's been calling out Dimitri Bivol for a while now. Bivol, I'm my bad. Zurdo Ramirez has been calling out Bivol for a while now. Oh, my bad, coach. Did I remove coach? Okay. There you go, coach. So he's saying, you heard me, coach?
It's your turn.
Coach, you heard me?
Man, that stream y'all acting crazy. Oh.
I can hear you good. Well, yeah, so that's Zordo. I was kind of surprised that Zordo Ramirez said that shit, because I was expecting him to do like these other fighters been doing, like, nah, Canelo's, he's just moving for greatness, and the Bivol fight is gonna be tough and do this, and that. He said, nah. He straight up said, nah. That's an easy fight for Canelo. He said, dude don't have nothing but a fucking 1-2. I've been in the ring with him. Dude don't have, and it's crazy because he is not the only one that said that. David Benavidez was saying the same thing about Bivol. He said he's not a difficult fighter. He just have a 1-2. That's it. You get past that, that's it.
Nah,
it's not going to be a difficult fight for Canelo. So, yeah, Zordo feels like that Canelo's ducking the tough fights, and he's choosing the easier opponents. You feel me? Yeah.
You got a super chat.
Super chat real quick. My man says Devin Haney has to literally knock out George Kambosos, knock George Kambosos out. He cannot afford to let it go to the scorecards. Too much racism going on in Australia. I have friends out there not worth racism. He says, I have friends out there not worth racism. Yeah, man, I don't think he's going to have to knock him out. I don't want him to go in there with that mindset, but I think that he's going to have to beat him damn near every round. You know what I'm saying? And the rounds can't even be close. He got to dominate the rounds.
Then you got to have a Shakur Stevenson performance.
Right.
Like,
let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Here go Dundada. I knew Dundada was gonna take up for this shit. He said Zordo is pissed Canelo stole the Bivol fight from him. He said in Spanish, man, that bro, come on, man. Come on, bro.
But now Dada, Canelo and Zorro been on Golden Boy for a minute together, right?
Right.
He was ducking Zordo. So
he ducked Zordo at 168. That's when he first started saying that he would never fight another Mexican fighter. When they started saying that the biggest fight in Mexico could be Zurdo Ramirez and Canelo Alvarez at 168. And then people start pushing that shit. As soon as they start doing that shit, I never fight another Mexican fighter. When they and he said that specifically when they asked him about Zordo Ramirez. That's when Canelo Alvarez first said that. When they start asking him about fighting Zordo Ramirez in Mexico, because they were saying it would be a huge fight. At that time, Zordo Ramirez was the king of 168, and he said, "No, I'm not fighting no more Mexican fighters." So yeah, I don't know if you heard shit that I said, Coach. Coach, I got
what you say? Yeah,
I said, I don't know if you heard what I said about what Zordo had said about Canelo.
But you, hey,
what he said?
Y'all got a tournament or something this weekend?
You didn't hear nothing I said?
What he said?
He said that he feels that. So he said that he feels that. First off, he said that he feels that Canelo is taking the easy fights. He says that why would he turn down $100 million to fight fucking Jamal Charlo and Benavidez? He said he turned down $100 million to fight Jamal Charlo and Benavidez, and he says, and he did it to fight Bivol and Triple G. He says he's taking the easy fights. He feels that Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez were the much tougher fights, and he feels that Bivol is an easy fight for Canelo because he been in the ring with Bivol sparring before, and he says that all Bivol has is a 1-2. He said not a difficult fighter. He said that won't be a difficult fight for Canelo because all he got is a 1-2. And then they asked him what does he think is the toughest fight between all those fighters, and he said, well, Benavidez is the toughest fight by far. He said he think that he's ducking Benavidez, right? And he also said, and this is specifically what he said. He says, yes, I think that Canelo is ducking fighters like Jamal Charlo, Benavidez, and myself to choose easier fights that he chooses.
I've been saying it forever, bro. Yeah.
Money Brown said,
like this something new.
Money, my man, Money in the house. Money been look. Hey, Money had to say something about this. Hey, Money said Canelo will beat Zordo ass. Well, I don't know why Canelo said nope. I'll never fight another Mexican fighter. Years ago, when they told him, that him and Zordo would be the biggest fight in, in boxing.
Well, we all know why. It's no question why. There's a reason why he don't want to fight that dude, bro. There's a reason. Y'all act like y'all can't understand English. I've been saying this shit for months and months and months. He's scared of David Benavidez. That's it. I don't care how you slice it. Y'all see what he did. He turned down $100 million for 2 fights. Who does that shit? I want to know who does that. Nobody does that. There's a reason why he don't want to get in the ring with him. I've been telling y'all this for a couple years now. Y'all know this shit. But, you got the blind. People have blinders on, like Money. He have the blinders on. You got people that got blinders on. They don't care what Canelo do. Oh, he the best in the world. Well, if you're the best in the world, fight the best in the world. And the fights that people been calling for. Nobody called for no motherfucking Bivol. Not to say that's not gonna be a good fight because I think it's an upset in the making. But nobody want to see fucking Triple G again. I know everybody done said the shit. I know they know that. Nobody want to see that shit. But he's like Bruce Lee said, he's like water. He take the path of least resistance. That's what he does. He's been doing it when he fucking skip over Benavidez to fight motherfucking Avni Yildirim. So a blind man can see this shit. Y'all act like y'all don't see this shit. They make up all kind of fucking excuses for this dude. Well, I'm not the guy that gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking say, oh, he's the best in. No, motherfucker, you're not the best in the world. Because you never said nothing about undisputed until that fucking man lost his belt. That's it. Everybody see it. If you don't want to see it, then you just a fucking Canelo fanboy to me. That's just it. Point blank and period. And I don't have no fucking, that's how you are. I'm not like that. I fucking can talk for me. I don't like motherfuckers to pick and choose bullshit fights. Either you're going to pick the fucking best, the fights that the fans want to see, the fights that a motherfucker say you can't beat him, and then you go, oh yeah, well, I'm going to show you. See, that's the kind of fighters I like.
Let me address something real quick, Coach. So J-Day says, this clown talking, nobody want to see him fight Bivol. Bivol way harder, right? Right. He said Bivol way harder, right, than Charlo and Benavidez. Now let me say this, right?
Well,
Since
hold on,
Coach.
Go ahead.
Let me address it real quick because you saying that so basically from what I'm hearing is you acting like you really, really want to see this fight. Didn't no motherfucking body was talking about they wanted to see a Bivol and Canelo Alvarez fight. If Canelo was moving up to 175 pounds, the only fighters people was talking about they wanted to see was Benavidez and Canelo fight, and they was talking about also that they wanted to see Canelo and Zurdo Ramirez. Nobody would want to see no fucking Bivol. You ain't never went and fucking watched no goddamn Bivol fight in excitement. I guarantee you, you ain't never said, "Oh man, Bivol fighting tonight. I want to go see him." Come on, bro. Now all of a sudden, all of the Canelo Alvarez diehard motherfucking fanatics, all of a sudden, Bivol is so exciting to them. They want to see Bivol so bad. None of y'all was talking about no motherfucking Bivol before, and that's a fact. None of y'all was.
It's
talking
not
about
only that, Keon.
Bivol before. Huh?
It's not only that. They did an interview. They did an interview with Bivol, and Bivol said it out his own mouth that David Benavidez will beat Canelo. It came out of Bivol's mouth because Bivol and Benavidez, they spar. And they asked him why. He said because he's very versatile. He throws a lot of punches. He picks his shots. He just gave up, or he just told a whole bunch of reasons why he would beat Canelo. So whoever that isn't down in the chat talking that dumb shit, the man that he's about to fight said that he will fucking beat Benavidez will beat Bivol.
Let me say this too, Coach. Coach, let me say this too, right? So he says, "Oh well, he's a part of Undisputed. We want to see Canelo be undisputed." Okay, all right, bet. Okay, bet. Well, Arthur Beterbiev and Joe Smith are fighting this summer for 3 belts, right? Now, we all know that Beterbiev is going to beat the shit out of Joe Smith. Beterbiev going to have the other 3 belts. Why not stay at 175 and fight for Undisputed? That's the easiest road to Undisputed, right? Not competition-wise, but I'm saying that's the easiest road to Undisputed you can do in 2 fights. You can move up to a weight class and become Undisputed in 2 fights, but no, you decide to fight Triple G and then John Ryder or a fucking Makabu at motherfucking cruiserweight. You decide to fight John Ryder or Makabu at cruiserweight. That's your 2022. He could have been Undisputed. So you saying that that's a part of Undisputed. He ain't going for Undisputed.
For the Undisputed.
He could have. I wouldn't have had a problem. See, my problem is you fighting Triple G and then you talking about fighting a John Ryder. I wouldn't have had no problem if he had been like, "Hey, I'm not fighting goddamn David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo because I have plans to become undisputed at 175. So my next fight, I'm fighting Bivol, and then after that, I'm trying to fight the winner between Joe Smith and Beterbiev." He ain't doing that though. What he's trying to do, Money Brown. What the man is trying to do? He's trying to wait out Beterbiev, right? He's trying to wait out Beterbiev because Beterbiev is already old. He's trying to wait him out until like mid 2023, and then he gonna try to go. You know what I'm saying? Pick him off. He gonna try to go pick him off. That's what he's doing.
Man, that man ain't beating no Beterbiev. I don't give a fuck.
He ain't getting up in that fucking ring with Beterbiev, boy.
Well, we know he ain't because we know his next 3 fights.
He gonna fucking destroy Canelo in that fucking ring. He too strong.
We know he's not getting in the ring with him because we know his next 3 fights.
Man, that's why I don't respect that dude. Now y'all can fucking say whatever y'all want about that fucking dude. I don't respect that bitch move. He acting like a bitch. Who turns down $25 million extra? $25 million extra to fight 2 other fighters? So what's the point? You scared to fucking
15, coach, but who turns down 15?
Okay, fuck it, 15.
Hey, Money Brown said the Heat got too much for him. He said, "I gotta go. I can't take all this Canelo jealousy." Nah, it's a fact. What I'm talking about is facts.
No jealousy.
So Money. So hold on. So Money. You think that he's doing right? He's taking a tougher task, fighting Bivol and then fighting Triple G, then going after Undisputed at 175. Come on, man. You cut the shit out. You can't argue with me with this shit. He have a chance to be undisputed in 2 fights at 175, right? But he not doing it. He have a chance to be undisputed at light heavyweight in 2 fights. but he said, nope, I'm going right back down to fight Triple G. Come on, man.
He like them Europeans.
And y'all
He
can't
like
say
them
this.
Europeans.
But y'all can't say this though. Y'all can't say that it's promotional issues because Canelo can fight on any platform.
Yep. He can't make that excuse. That shit is out the window. And the fact that you keep on fighting these Europeans, boy. You think we don't see that shit? You think we don't see you keep on fucking getting in there with Europeans? We not fucking retarded, bro. And the people that don't see it, that's because you don't want to see it. We have made these points over and over and over and over, and it don't fucking change. Now y'all gonna tell me he couldn't afford fucking Jamal Charlo? See,
Hold on, money. Hold on. Now I'm dropping the link. Now I'm dropping the link
for this shit, though. I blame Al Heyman for this shit.
Now I'm dropping the link.
He wouldn't have got undisputed.
Now all
he
of a
wouldn't have
sudden,
got undisputed.
wait, hold
that
on.
man never tried to fight no
He
better.
never tried to fight Bitter Beef. Stop lying.
Man,
now money lying. Grab the link,
hey,
money.
this nigga buddy.
Grab the link, money. Now,
money.
money, you in here lying for this man.
Nigga money vicious.
Now you telling flat out lies for this man. Talking about he tried to fight Bitter Beef, but he.
Boy, stop that.
If you don't get man, you lying your ass off right now.
He ain't coming up here on the panel because he know he back there. He laughing his ass off right now by saying that he know damn well that ain't happened. That motherfucker kikiing his ass off right now. I guarantee it. He laughing his ass off.
Grab the link, money.
Don't want no smoke. He ain't gonna grab a link. He laughing right now. That motherfucker, he about to choke on his own fucking spit laughing right now. That motherfucker full of shit. And that's my dude, and I love him to death, but he know he full of shit.
I mean, come on, man. Like I said, I take up for Canelo all the time, but bullshit is bullshit. Bullshit
I don't
is
take
bullshit.
up for people that don't fight the best, period. I don't care. I don't fucking take up with people that don't give us what we want to see. I'm not gonna fucking ever. I don't care what fight it is. It could be Canelo. It could be Errol Spence. It could be fucking Devin. It could be anybody. I'm gonna get on their ass. If you don't want to fight the best, then the fights that the fans want to see, I don't want to fucking hear it. Who wants to see you beat up a motherfucker that's leaving out the old folks' home? You want to fight Triple G again, and then you lied, motherfucker, because you said I'm not ever fighting him again. Well, that is a lie. Right?
Like I'm saying,
like
Blue Blood, what's happening with it? Blue, salute.
Like
Coach,
Povich say.
Coach, it make no sense. You could become, Coach, it make no sense. This man could have done something that nobody, because he said he always talk about legacy and greatness and this and that. He could have done something that nobody has done, become undisputed at 168 and then move to 175 and become undisputed in 2 fights. 2 fights.
Man.
It don't get no better than that. But he chose not to because he don't want to fuck with Bitter Beef right now. He wants to wait till he gets older because Bitter Beef is already old, so he just going to pick him off. I'm telling you, I see the play. He going to pick him off next year. Bitter Beef going to have the 3 straps still, but he going to be older, and he just going to go pick him off.
He ain't going to pick him off. There ain't going to be no fucking easy win, son. Then this fight here, I can appreciate the Bivol fight. Like I said before, I'm not mad at that fight. I'm not mad at that fight at all, right? I have no qualms with that fight. None. I have no beef with that fight. But you gonna fight Triple G after that? Like somebody want to see that shit? I don't want to see that. I done saw it twice. That's enough for me. This motherfucker, how come Triple G deserves to fuck? You gonna tell all the other guys, now who does this? You gonna tell all the other guys, y'all fight each other and then I'll take the winner and fight them. But you not making Triple G do that shit. You making Triple G been fucking dancing around since he lost. Ain't been fighting the fucking best. Since he lost. But it's different standards for them fucking guys, right? It's different standards set. Y'all gotta fight each other, then I'll fight y'all. You not telling Triple G that shit. He ain't fought no fucking body of credit since he lost to Canelo.
Joseph Torres.
But that's the claim.
Joseph Torres. He says, remember Canelo Alvarez started his boxing career at 140. Now, Joseph Torres, that don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about. He's already at 175. He fighting Bivol at 175. See, this is what y'all don't understand what I'm saying. He is already at 175. Nobody's telling him that he had to move up. Nobody was begging him to move up. He chose to move up to 175, right? Now, when you could become undisputed in 2 fights, you beat Bivol in your very next fight, you could become undisputed and face Benavidez, but you decide not to, and you decide to face Triple G, go back down to 168 and fight Triple G, right? And then you decide to fight John Ryder or motherfucking Makabu. If that's not moving around the smoke, tell me what is.
He been doing it.
It's clear as day that he's moving around the smoke. It's clear as day.
When Jamal Charlo was his mandatory, he took a franchise bout and fought motherfucking an easy ass fight against Rocky fucking Phil Hand.
So hold on, man. So hold on. So J Day, hold on, coach. So J Day says you crying because he getting a tune up versus Triple G after fighting back-to-back champs in Plant and Bivol. Okay, so he getting the tune up against Triple G. Okay, what the fuck is a third fight with a John Ryder? What is the third fight with a John? Since Triple G is a tune up, what the fuck is a John Ryder or a goddamn Makabu? So you mean to tell me that he taking 2 tune ups back to back?
A tune up for what? You're an active fucking fighter and you making $100 million. What you mean a tune up? Motherfucker, we paying you a fucking what? How many? $85 million? What the fuck you mean a tune-up? And he active. I could see if he wasn't active. If he was out the game for 2 years or a year and a half or some shit like that and he needed a tune-up on his comeback.
Hold on, let me ask you. Let me ask this dude a question.
He getting paid millions of dollars, bro.
Let me ask this question, right? You said y'all is haters. Now, I want you to specify who is y'all. When you say J-Day, I'm talking, hold on, y'all. Hold on, coach. J-Day, I want you to type in the chat and say, who are you talking about when you say y'all?
He could put me in there. I don't give a fuck.
I want him to say who he's talking about when he say y'all.
Because I speak facts. Tell me when I lied. That's what I want to know.
I didn't ask you about nobody's favorite fighter, bro. I said, who are you talking about when you say y'all are haters? Because when I'm in here taking up for Canelo all the time, ain't nobody up in here talking about none of that shit. You feel me? I'm keeping it 100. Why the man have a chance to stay at 175 and become undisputed and do something that ain't nobody else did, but he decided to go back down to 168 and fight Triple G and move up Triple G to 168, fight him, and then fight a motherfucking John Ryder or Makabu. And you talking about a tune-up? That sounds like 2 tune-ups to me. And my man,
ain't no fucking tune-ups.
My man Smooth Groove Boxing in the building. He say that boy said a tune-up. Laughing emojis. Man, and salute to my man Smooth Groove straight from that Oak Cliff. And then we got my man Zenith 360. He says tune-ups are for layoffs and after losses. That's a fact. If Spence don't need a tune-up after a car crash, why does someone active? It jumped on me. Hold on. He says, why does someone active and making 50 mil a fight need a tune-up? Canelo fans are hilarious. And you brought up a good point, right? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You making 50 plus mil a fight. And you're crying about people want to see you fight these certain fighters. Come on, miss me with that shit. Ain't no motherfucking crying about when you making this type of money. Money Brown in the building. What's happening with it, Money?
I just need you to read that message I just sent you. That's all before I get up off. You know, I don't want to punch Coach and enjoy hit Batman in the stomach real fast. I need you to read that message real fast, bro. I need you to read it out loud to the people, man.
Well, read
Kevin
it out loud.
Iole. First of all, okay,
No, come on, read
hold
it.
on. It says Kevin. It says so Money Brown sent me some shit and it says spoke to Canelo today, and he told me that when they were looking to win at 175 and ultimately fought Kovalev, his team had approached Arthur Bitterbeef about a fight. Bitterbeef had something else lined up, Canelo said. And so that's supposed to
Canelo said that.
hold on, that's supposed to mean something?
Canelo said it. Don't believe shit.
Yeah.
Oh, but he got his ass off the panel real quick. Hey, he ran up off that panel. Hey, he ran up off the panel like motherfucking like Correa did when he jumped on the panel.
Man, he said
motherfucker.
Canelo said that, man.
Canelo said that.
That man's talking
That's
about.
a lie. I can promise you Arthur Bitterbeef ain't ducking no smoke. I can promise you that shit. That motherfucker ain't ducking no smoke. That's some bullshit.
No,
and fuck what Canelo saying, because Canelo is a liar, and I can prove he a liar.
That nigga Money jumped off that panel. He ran up off that bitch real quick.
That would have been a hell of a
He
payday
laughing his ass off right. Kia, you know he laughing his ass off right
send me
now.
some shit that Canelo said. Canelo said that bitter. Come on, man. Come on now. First of all, right? First of all, we all know that he said,
throw the brick and hide his hands.
Hey, we all know that we all know that he offered that fight to Kovalev with what, like 4.5, 5 weeks notice.
4 weeks.
4.5, 5 weeks notice.
4 weeks after a hard fight with Anthony Yard.
Yeah, right. So come on, man.
Hey, Kovalev signed that contract now. Now that y'all see that he offered that man a fight, I don't want to hear all that.
Offered shit.
Look at all of them, y'all. Look, he ain't offered. Look, that's a checkmate, right?
He ain't offered a goddamn thing.
Now,
man ain't offering nothing, man.
Zurdo, Canelo beat the shit out of Charlo. Canelo beat the shit out of Benavidez over everybody. I got Benavidez over. I mean, who you got, Coach? Benavidez over everybody. Then y'all sit up here and talk about, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. How y'all gonna sit up here and say that Canelo can't beat Arthur Benavidez? Oh, he can't beat that man, Coach. He ain't gonna beat him.
Because he would have fucking fought him. Because that would have been the first person he went at instead of going
after. How's he trying to age him out when he gave the man an opportunity and his team turned it down?
Dog, when you move up, this is what I'm talking about. When you move up, you fight the best. That would have been the first fight.
He aging him out, right? So now he aging him out. So now he about to go fight. Now he finna go fight. He finna go fight Bill with somebody that Andre Ward told him to stay away from. Told him to stay away from Arthur Benavidez, right? Right? So now he's facing Bivol next. And y'all saying all this and saying that because of Zurdo?
Ain't nobody say nothing about the Bivol fight.
Because of what Zurdo said?
Ain't nobody saying nothing
about what Zurdo said?
Yeah, because Zurdo got...
because of what Zurdo said? Zurdo, who almost got his ass knocked out, right? The same Zurdo that almost just got his ass knocked out that people saying he ain't shit now. A lot of people saying that Zurdo went... A lot of people saying that Zurdo ain't shit when he almost just got his ass knocked out.
If people saying that, right?
So now y'all believe in this Zurdo.
I know for a fact when Zurdo was on top of his game, Canelo ain't want to fight him.
Man, Canelo would have whooped his
ass. All right,
ass.
then. Now this man.
I'm not fighting no more Mexican fighters. I'm not fighting no more Mexican. I'm gonna beat up all the Europeans. I'm not gonna.
Let me say this though. But look, I got on Canelo ass when he said that because I didn't agree with that shit. Right? I didn't agree with him saying, "Oh, I'm not fighting no more Mexican fighters." You still follow bullshit, but that's the thing. No, because what I'm not supposed to still like him because he said, "Oh man," he said, "Fuck him. I don't like him no more." Wait a minute, I got on his ass. Wait a minute, I got on his ass for that. I got on his ass for the franchise shit. I got on his ass for the Avenue Urgent shit. But that don't mean he's afraid to fight no fucking Zurdo. Wait a minute. That don't mean he's ducking no fucking Zurdo.
But Zurdo was the one.
Earl just said Canelo is doing some shit that's unheard of, going up, whooping motherfuckers' ass for titles and titles.
Man,
look, y'all getting mad. Y'all getting mad at him winning world titles, beating undefeated world champions. but the motherfuckers y'all talking about ain't even fighting them California fighters.
Well, let me say something. Let me say something. Let me ask you a question, Money. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Money. Let me ask you a question real quick. Money,
I'm listening.
You saying that he going for greatness, doing all that. Well, he could be undisputed in 2 fights. What the fuck is the problem?
The contract that he fucking negotiated, they put fucking Triple G on the motherfucker.
Yeah, I know they did.
Right? They put Triple G on it. Yeah. Now, let me ask you this. Now, hold on, wait a minute. Let me ask y'all this.
He got control. He runs shit.
Let me ask y'all this though. Y'all looking at Triple G, right? And y'all saying all this shit about Triple G. If Triple G was to fight Jamal Charlo, won't that be his biggest test? If Triple G, wait a minute, if Triple G was to fight Demetrius Andrade,
not now.
Not now.
If Triple G was to fight, man, still right
not now.
I'm talking about. Listen. What's on their resume right now? What's on their resume right? Man, Derevchenko name ain't holding no weight to Triple G still. If that boy was to fight Triple G, if Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade was to fight Triple G right now, that'd be the biggest fucking name on their resume still right now. And wait a minute.
You talking about the names? I'm talking about the fight. You keep talking about names. I'm talking about high performance.
Wait a minute. Jamal Charlo right now still want to fight Triple G. Demetrius Andrade right now still want to fight Triple G. Am I right?
Because he got a 160 belt.
Am I right? That ain't what I said.
Because he got a 160 belt.
They still want to fight him, right, Coach?
They don't want to fight him now.
Yes, they do want to fight him now, bro. Ronnie Shields just said out his own mouth Jamal Charlo want to fight him.
I'm talking about.
If they was to fight Triple G right now,
I'm talking about Demetrius Andrade don't want to fight him because he moved
Demetrius Andrade will break his fucking neck to sign a contract to fight.
He moved on. But he moved on from 160.
Bro. If they was to fight him, would y'all say, okay, y'all still happy to see that?
Keep on talking about which car because they ain't getting no payday
yet.
That's
question, would you be happy to see Jamal versus
boxing,
right now? Jamal
Charlo is the top man in boxing.
Hold on, I'm asking you a question.
That gets paid all this money.
Jamal Charlo is at 160 right now. If he was to fight Triple G, would you still be happy to see that fight? Yes or no?
No, he just got no. Derevchenko beat the shit out of Triple G. I don't want to see Triple G fight.
You talking about Derevchenko just beat the shit out of him, but he got the fucking L.
He beat the shit out of him.
He got the L.
No, it's cheating in boxing.
And Triple G got a title.
We don't know there's cheating in boxing.
Hold
on. Is it
Jamal
not cheating in boxing?
Triple G is a big fight.
Can I ask you this? Is it cheating in boxing?
Is it what?
Is it cheating
in boxing?
Of course, it's cheating in boxing.
Right, so
you can't say that he was cheated out of that fight because it was close. Don't say he was cheated, bro.
That shit wasn't close.
Man, that shit was close. Stop. It ain't like Derevchenko went out there and just.
Man, Derevchenko whipped that man's ass.
Now, Jamal Charlo was to fight Triple G right now. I would still entertain that fight. A lot of people would still entertain it. If Demetrius Andrade was to fight Triple G right now, I would be entertained. The fight was
you only saying this shit because Canelo bum ass about to fight him.
So
that's the only reason you saying this shit.
Now, with Canelo and Triple G, right, you still got people out there saying he lost both fights. You still got people
want to see that shit.
Nobody want to see that shit. That man 40 years old, man.
So right now,
why did your man lie?
This is the thing right here, though. This is the thing right here.
Why did your man
lie? Wait a minute. This is the thing right here, though. The only thing you can do, you can fight one fight at a time, right? Coach, can you fight 2 fights at a time or 1 fight at a time?
Coach, your microphone is real low, Coach. You real low, Coach.
Fight 2 fights at a time or 1 fight at a time?
Why did your man lie?
Coach, could you fight 2 fights at a time or 1 fight at a time?
I asked you a question, because you keep on.
Can you fight 2 fights at a time or 1 fight at a time, Coach?
Why did your man lie, Money Brown? Twice he lied. Why is your man a liar?
Can you fight 2 fights or 1 fight at a time, Coach?
1.
Man, I know.
Okay, so
if y'all want to say,
why is your man a liar?
I want to ask something. His next fight is Demetrius Bivol, right? And because
fight after that is
Zordo come up here and say, "Oh, well, I've been in the ring with Demetrius Bivol. I sparred him." There's plenty of motherfuckers that spar where the person who got the best of him probably won't beat him in a real fight. So when you put Bivol, Charlo, Benavidez, and Demetrius Andrade, could you say them dudes over Bivol? Right? Yes or no? You can't really say
yes. I got Benavidez over Bivol.
Popularity-wise, you can say yes. Skill-wise, you can't say yes. You cannot say yes.
You can say yes.
Competitive-wise, you can't say yes. You cannot say yes.
Yes, I can.
Man, if you put Bivol in the ring with the fucking competition they've been fighting, Bivol would beat the fuck out of them dudes that them dudes is fighting, bro.
Skill-wise, him and Benavidez.
You put the competition them niggas fighting out with Bivol. Bivol will beat the fuck out of them dudes.
Oh, skill-wise, Benavidez beating the fuck out of Bivol.
Man, you ain't got Benavidez beating the fuck out of no.
Yeah, I got Benavidez beating the fuck out of Bivol. Benavidez,
I got Bivol. He already beat him up in sparring. So don't tell me he whooped his ass in sparring.
Put him in the ring. Put him in the ring.
And Benavidez said that Bivol is not a good. He said he's nothing special about it.
Well, Benavidez should be going up to 175 to whoop his ass for the title. Then, if that's the case.
What he gotta do that for?
If y'all saying that's the case, and he said he can't get a fight at 68. Then he should be going up to fight Bivol and whooping his ass for that title. Then, if that's the
case is Money Brown. No, the case is Money Brown. Money Brown. The case is when they had the 85 and they had the 100 up, your man should have took the 100.
Bro, you saying the man should have took the 100? You think Canelo ain't finna eclipse 100 million any fucking way? Bro, so you think y'all looking at y'all saying it's 85, right?
They fighting on the app, cuz.
It was 85 at first. Then they made
they made it
160 for free fight.
With the 85 bound and everything else Canelo got going on. Y'all think he's not gonna eclipse over $100 million, bro?
Nope.
Let's stop it, bro.
What you talking about?
He fighting on
everything that's going on with the 85 million.
Hey, dog,
y'all be
like straight.
No.
Y'all be sounding like Canelo sounded when he had to fight.
Y'all talking about the 15
when he Demetrius Andrade.
No, y'all talking about the 15 million, bro. So I'm saying,
Money Brown, you not letting us talk, dog.
Hold on, coach. The 85 million with the endorsements, with the TV ratings and everything he got. Y'all think this man not gonna make over 100+ million?
He gonna get the same shit with them.
Huh?
He gonna get the same shit with them.
He got more than 100 million guaranteed.
Man, Canelo
got 100 million guaranteed with the pay-per-view
plus anyway, bro.
No, he got the 100 million with the pay-per-view.
Money Brown, I got a question, Money Brown. Can you answer these two questions for me?
Who just paid him his most money?
Why did your man lie? That's all I want to know.
Why did he lie about what? Why did he lie about what? What did he lie about, coach?
Okay, I will never fight Triple G again. A lie. Number 2. I'm going to fight. Let me finish. And he also said, I'm going to when he was fighting Caleb Plant, I'm going to fight Benavidez and Charlo next. He is a fucking liar.
He never said next. He said we'll see. He said why not? We'll see. Let's see what happens.
No,
he never said I'm going to fight them next. Stop it, coach.
He did say that.
Okay, well, show me where he said next, coach.
He said he was going to fight David
No.
Show
us where he said. Pull it up, coach. Pull it up. He said next. You said he lied.
I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna send it to you.
Nah, pull it up right now so everybody get a chance.
I can't pull it. I'm driving right now.
Where the queen at? The queen on the side of you, ain't she?
Yeah, she right here.
Tell the queen to pull it up for you. You know where to go to. Fine, he said, I'm going to fight Benavidez. I'm going to fight Charlo next.
He's a liar and he's a coward.
We need to hear next, coach.
Hold on. Let me say this, right? Let me say something real quick. So I know what he did say for a fact. He said when he became a free agent, right? He said, I'm glad I'm a free agent and I look forward to so I can make the fights like Jamal Charlo. So I can make the Jamal Charlo fight now. I'm looking forward to fighting Jamal Charlo. You can't tell me he ain't say that. So he had a chance to make the fight and he went the other way.
He went to the table, right?
That is a fact. He went to the table. He got a whole lot of money. So you can't tell me no excuse why he didn't take them 2 fights.
And it was not only that, Keon.
No, he becoming a free agent because he wanted those 2 fights.
2 fights over there, right? Now,
not only that,
I'm gonna say this: when Canelo was fighting Caleb Plant, when he used to fight Demetrius Bivol, right? They was about to go in there and fight. When they talking about the 172 shit that pissed Coach off. Coach like, if you fight at 175, I'm gonna respect it. If you pull him down to 172, I'm gonna dog his ass out. I said, okay, I can respect that. I always thought that Bivol would have been. I'm like, he gonna end up fighting that nigga Bivol next anyway. That's what I used to think. I was saying that when I was live. I was like, I think Bivol gonna be next because Canelo like fucking with Eddie Hearn. Hold on, Canelo like fucking with Eddie Hearn. He ain't gonna play Bivol. He's like, okay, Bivol, you stepped up to the plate when I was for the fight Plant when that shit fell off the table. So I always thought Bivol was gonna be. I'm like, he might end up fighting Bivol ass next, and that's on record. But then when the Charlo shit got to happening, I seen that shit. I'm like, and then I talked to the big dog. He like that shit was gonna happen, but it didn't happen. And I'll let you know, Keith. But that shit happened, but it didn't happen. So he came to the table with Charlo now, and then they started the 2-fight shit. They should have kept it at the 1-fight shit instead of the 2-fight shit. Then
why? He got 2 fights now.
Well, I'm just saying, keep it at the 1 fight with the Charlo. Focus on getting Charlo to fight. Fuck trying to get 2 fights, right?
Money.
Make that shit happen.
Bullshit.
But no, I wanted
can I say something now?
I wanted Charlo. I'm on record saying 1,100 million times. I wish it was Charlo because he's gonna beat the shit out of him. But when you look at Bivol, right? Wait a minute. There's a lot of people that say Canelo gonna beat the fuck out of Charlo anyway. And then when you look at Bivol, right? You gotta say Bivol is kind of tougher than Charlo, regardless of what people want to say. Charlo is more popular. Charlo is a more popular fight. He's more popular. That's a fact, right? So of course, the more popular people are going to want to see that fight because it's more popular. But Dimitri Bivol, right? I got Bivol
nobody knowing,
right? So I just said it's more popular, coach. So people are going to want to see the more popular fight. But when you say competitive wise, when Canelo get into the ring with Bivol, Bivol might be more competitive, and I say might because we don't know until you fight Charlo. He might be more competitive than fucking Charlo inside the square circle. Then when he get it, then people gonna say, you know what? Canelo struggled with a bum. They gonna call Bivol this, that, and third, but not know who the struggle with Bivol. Bivol ain't that. We don't know what it's gonna be till the fight happen, bro. Y'all going off with Zurdo saying. I mean, listen, man. Benavidez saying because they support the man. But we don't know what the fuck gonna happen. Can I say this? The man didn't get in there and win that motherfucker. Then what?
The man had
Oscar, and I still give Charlo a 80-20 chance to win. What does that mean? Did he fight him? That don't mean nothing. I still don't think that Charlo can beat Canelo.
Yeah,
not today, not tomorrow, not next year. He can't beat him. But that don't mean shit.
The man had 2 offers on the table. The man had 2 offers on the table.
Why? Answer this question, Money Brown. Why Triple G can fight bullshit fights since his loss to Canelo, but Canelo steadily tell these other fighters, y'all fight each other and then I'll fight the winner. But he don't tell Triple G that when Triple G, he said he would never fight him again, number one. Number two, Triple G ain't have him fought a fucking a top ranked brother since I don't know fucking when. Because I don't think ever, besides Danny Jacobs. But he don't tell him that. How come he gets to get the fight, but these guys who are undefeated, right? One of them is a champion, one is an ex-champion, but you don't want to fight those guys. But you'll fight Triple G again, who's 40 years old now. Answer that fucking question.
His next fight is Dimitri Bivol. We only fight 1 fight at a time.
I ain't talking about after Bivol.
All I'm saying is next fight is Bivol.
Can I say this?
No. Don't avoid the question, Mr. Politician.
I'm not avoiding nothing. I'm just saying the next fight is Dimitri Bivol, and that's the fight that we focusing on.
And then he's going, if he get past Bivol, he's fighting Triple
G. And then we get the Triple G. So right now he got to get past Bivol. So that's the fight we focus on.
Man, you a motherfucking dog.
You fight 1 fight at a time, and that's Bivol. Bivol is up. Bivol is an undefeated world champion. He deserves it.
Let's assume he get past Bivol. Answer the question, Money Brown. Stop being a politician.
And then now he can close the book on Triple G with every motherfucker talking about that Triple G beating this, that, and the third, right? I don't listen. That's what I'm saying. I don't want the Triple G fight. I'm on record saying that shit. But we know it's next, right?
He's not gonna answer it, coach.
But you support
He's not gonna answer the question.
Damn, I'm answering it right now, bro. I'm answering it right now.
No, he asked you why.
I'm not okay. He asked you why you think. I'm giving my answer, bro. Bet I can't hear. Bet I'm not there.
But you're not answering the question.
How I'm not answering if I'm talking and you talking? Thank you, bro. Now, when we looking at Triple G, I don't want the Triple G fight, right? But still, when you look at Triple G, right? You look at Charlo. You look at motherfucking. Hold on, damn. Can I answer, coach?
Go ahead.
You look at Triple G. You look at Charlo. You look at Demetrius Andrade, right? All these motherfuckers still fighting the same competition. It ain't like they doing shit to set themselves apart. Y'all just seen them fight. Wait a minute. Y'all just seen him fight Triple G. We seen the 2 fights with Triple G, right?
Man, ain't none of these niggas doing that. Fuck that.
G, right?
Fuck this. Nah, ain't none of these niggas doing what you saying. Separating themselves. Bibble. Who the fuck up there? Bibble. Did Bibble fight better than? Fuck no.
Right?
Did
now
Bibble fight
Triple G after Bibble, right?
I'm asking.
That's the fight that he took.
You talking about them?
Now,
who Bibble for?
Now, look.
Who Bibble for to separate himself?
Y'all sitting up here crying about him fighting
Who Bibble fight to separate himself?
Y'all sitting up here crying about him fighting Triple G. We need to be talking about what are they going to do to set themselves apart now.
Who Bibble fought to separate himself apart?
Bibble has a title at 175.
They had titles.
Canelo going up the fuck with Bibble in this lane, right?
Who Bibble fought
to
separate himself apart from anybody?
Wait a minute, Bet. Calm down. That's
why
I say they all in the same category, bro. So it doesn't matter if you pick one.
Now they all in the same category.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No, look. If I want to ask it, don't cry when I ask you.
Just keep it real, dog. He picked the easiest.
Wait a minute.
The easiest fight out of all the fights.
Now I'm asking the question. I'm asking your question and you don't like it. You say who Bibble beat to set itself apart, right? Right?
Yeah.
That's what you said, right? So now when I tell you that they're all in the same fucking category, right? Because I got Canelo beating all their ass, right? So they all in the same category. Nobody is doing nothing to set themselves apart. You said who Bibble fight? Who Bibble fight?
Who Bibble beat the same shit you down in them on?
Bibble is the same fighter that Andre Ward told him to stay away from.
Fuck Andre Ward.
Wait a minute, Bibble was the same fighter that people said.
Fuck Andre Ward.
Why you ain't
who the fucking Bibble beat?
Left, right?
You gonna bring in Andre Ward?
Bibble was the same fighter that they said. Who did you fight? Why you ain't fight Bibble or Benavidez when you went up to fight Kovalev?
But who Bibble beat? Now, who Bibble beat?
Let me ask you something. Is Bibble competitive? Is Bibble competitive? Yes or no, Bet?
Is Andre?
Is Bibble competitive? Yes or no?
No, I'm not going to answer no fucking question from you. You can't even answer my fucking question
because you know the answer to this.
Is Andre Ward?
No, I'll answer it.
Andre competitive?
Yes.
You know, no.
Competitive.
Me, Canelo is an easy fight for Canelo. He's straight up and down. You gonna see. You gonna see how easy the fight is. That's why they picked him.
Okay, is Bibble an easy fight? Is Charlo an easy fight for Canelo?
He more difficult. No.
I'm talking to Keon now. Because Keon said it's easy for me.
To me, hold on. To me, he presents more difficulty than Bibble.
That's not what I'm asking. Is it an easy fight?
Let me answer the goddamn question. Quit talking.
Don't yelling.
You talking over me. Let me answer the motherfucking question, nigga.
Yes or no?
Shit.
That's it.
It ain't no yes or no. I'm gonna answer the question how I want to answer the goddamn question.
Now,
he want a nigga. Listen, he keep going around the ball.
Kicking y'all up the ass right now.
Hold on.
You just running around the board, dog.
Money, you gonna ask me a question and you gotta let me answer the question. You keep talking over me. Now, to me, the reason I think that Jamal Charlo presents more more things that Bill will do is a more difficult fight.
Well, you gotta stretch it out. We gotta stretch it out.
Dog, you don't ask nobody questions straight, dog.
We gotta stretch it out. We gotta stretch it out. That means y'all
you want me to answer the question or not?
Conversation.
We gotta stretch. All I said is it. All I said is an easy fight.
You're not gonna ask me no questions and then try to answer the question.
All I said is an easy fight. Yes or no, bro. That's all I said.
Hold on. Now, I think that Jamal Charlo is a more difficult fight than Bivol because he has more tools in his bag than Bivol. All Bivol has is a 1-2. He don't move a lot. He don't have a good head movement. He got good respectful power and he got a good 1-2. That's it. For a fighter like Canelo, you're not presenting him nothing that's difficult, nothing that he ain't never seen before. Yeah. To me, I think this is an easy fight for Canelo Alvarez. Now, do I have a problem with him taking a Bivol fight? No, but I have a problem with how he moving about it. Why are you taking Bivol and then you're fighting Triple G and then John Ryder or Makabu after that? That's what I got a problem with. If you was fighting Bivol, right? If you was fighting Bivol and then you go and fight motherfucking Benavidez, I wouldn't have a problem with none of it.
Well, I ain't asked Aleki. I just asked was he an easy
It don't matter
fight?
what you asked. I answered it. I said what I wanted to say.
He want a nigga to ask his
when you
question.
stretch it out like that, that means y'all believe none of the shit you just said.
Listen.
Now,
When
back
so you don't believe nothing he said.
Wow.
Okra call it pepper long nose. He do the same motherfucking thing.
She said, my wife said that Okra call it pepper long nose when you do the same motherfucking thing.
Hey, the missus didn't got on your ass money.
All right, I'm gonna let the queen. I'm gonna let the queen fly straight. You feel me?
She said, ain't that the pepper calling?
Now,
the Okra calling the pepper long nose.
Now, when we sit up here now, when we look at Bivol, but it still come back to the same thing. When we look at Bivol, Charlo, Benavidez, and Demetrius Andrade, right? All them motherfuckers are on the same level. Canelo was a level above all them motherfuckers. So he gonna beat all their ass, bro. Y'all just wanted the way y'all wanted to come.
Hey, man.
Doesn't matter if it come 1, 2,
Say, bro,
3,
we do this
4,
every
3, 2,
time, bro.
3,
Hey,
4, 1, 2. Y'all wanted to come the way y'all wanted to come, bro.
All right,
But
it's
Canelo
my turn to talk,
we do
man.
this.
He's gonna
We
give
go
it to
through
you,
this
bro.
every
All right.
time after one of his bullshit fights. We go through
You
this
feel me?
every time.
All right, can I
Every
say
time.
something? Can I say something? He had 2 fights on the. He had 2 deals on the table. He had an $85 million deal. He had a $100 million deal. With tough. Which one? On which side was the competitive fight?
Plus pay-per-view.
Plus, no, I'm just saying, which side was the competitive fights on? I'm asking somebody, which side he got an $85 million deal and a $100 million deal.
Both sides are competitive fights.
Huh?
Both sides.
How?
Both.
No, Triple G ain't competitive no more.
Both. We don't know what Triple G is, bro.
Man, the last time I seen Triple G,
We don't know
fight,
what Triple G a world champion right now, right?
All right, the last time
hold on, bet Triple G
the last time
right
I
now,
seen
right?
Triple G fight, it didn't look competitive.
So what did Charlo look like the last time he fought?
It was a competitive fight against
What
a fighter.
did
He
Triple
won.
G fight was competitive? Demetrius Andrade just fought a motherfucking who everybody can knock out.
It was a competitive
but
fight.
his last fight before that,
Triple G got the shit whooped out of him.
Right? So you keep talking like these dudes went out there and beating the shit out of motherfuckers, right?
I just know. Listen,
the competition they fight, they supposed to do it against, right?
I know this much. At 160, the man could have been undisputed. 160, one of the previous weight classes. 168. Listen, he could have did both. He could, because the fight he fought Rocky Fielding, that could have been that could have been Boo Boo Andre. That could have been undisputed right there.
Now y'all want Canelo to line up right and fight all these motherfuckers back to back, right? Like I say, we know that's the thing though. But
this the thing though. No, I'm not trying to. I'm not saving nobody to get that much money, dog. I'm not saving nobody to get that much money, dog. All right. It's like you want to save the nigga.
Okay.
You want to save Canelo.
It ain't about saving Canelo. It's about y'all not doing the same thing for everybody, bro. So now
everybody don't get to choose and pick.
But this my thing.
Everybody don't get to choose and pick like Canelo, dog. Canelo got his pick of the litter. It's a difference.
Canelo about to fight his 3rd undefeated young world champion in the world, bro.
He got the pick of the litter. He can fight anybody on the planet he want to fight.
He's about to
pick a nigga off the streets. He can pick a nigga off the streets and still make $50 million, dog.
3rd undefeated. Come
on, man.
That's crazy as hell, man.
He can pick a nigga off the street and still make $50 million, dog.
Right. He's about to fight. So why y'all fighting about $15 million then? So the man about to fight his 3rd undefeated world champion in the world.
Oh man, stop this shit. He could have fought his 3rd. He could have fought 2 undefeated fighters.
These are facts, bro.
He could have fought 2 undefeated fighters.
These are facts, bro. 3rd undefeated.
He about to fight. He about to fight. Undefeated Bibble. That's a good fight. I never said nothing about Bibble. Triple G is not a fight to me.
That's just, look, this is my
thing. Nigga with gloves coming in the ring now, man. Triple G used to be a dangerous man. He used to be a dangerous man. Now he's just gloves with arms and legs, man.
Well, you saying that, but Triple G's still in the ring and he's still winning.
Oh man, that
so
man,
Triple G,
listen,
Triple G, but let me ask you this: if Triple G go fight Murata and get that motherfucking second strap,
man, I don't give a fuck about no Triple G and Murata
fight. Look, you don't give a fuck about that. You don't give a fuck about that.
Nobody give a fuck about no Triple G.
Wait a minute, but if Demetrius Andrade was fighting Murata, it'd be respected. If Charlo was fighting Murata, it would be respected. He's the fucking world champion.
I want to see the best fight the best. I don't want to see.
How the fuck is the world champion fighting the world champion, not the best versus the best?
That like see niggas fight.
How the fuck is the world champion? How the fuck is the world champion fighting a world champion? Not the best versus the best, bro.
No, that's not the best fighting the best, man.
So if you get a title, if you get a world, if you become a world champion, if you become a world champion, you're not one of the best in the world, back.
They fuck no, because they got. So Rocky Fieldhand was one of the best. Her, man. That's what you saying?
Get out of here, man.
So
if you become a world champion, you one of the best. It's a lot of motherfuckers in boxing.
Man, you're not the best of the best, man.
Man, cut it out, bro.
Man,
y'all want child perception of boxing to be boxing.
Niggas know.
Y'all want child perception of boxing to be boxing, bro.
I bet you a lot of them dudes when he had belts was one belt in the fucking.
If you win a world title, if you win a world title
with boxing, none of them niggas we talking about will
if you win a world title, you won the best.
Never had a title,
bro. If you win a world title, you one of the best in the world, bro.
So let me let knockout get in.
Go ahead, knockout
get in. You a boxer, bet. You used to box, bro. So if you became a world champion, you're not one of the best in the world.
Man, listen. I know what I'm saying.
You used to box, Negro.
No,
you used to box.
There's too many belts.
If you win a world title, you not one of the best in the world.
Because when y'all say
it's just a yes or no question.
When Tszyu knocked out Comey, motherfuckers say Comey wasn't that good anyway.
Man, I don't listen
man.
to
Stop this shit, man.
Bro. Richard Kwame's a tough motherfucker. I don't listen
All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Let me let knockout.
So you want me one of the best?
Yo, what's up, man? What's good with y'all, bro?
Money Brown, you gotta let other people talk, bro.
Don't get the crying now, coach.
Look, man.
Because you trying to attack everybody.
Stop crying, coach. Stop crying, coach. Don't get the crying. Don't cry for the queen, coach. Don't cry for the queen, coach. Don't cry for the queen.
Hey, let knockout get in here. Knockout. What's good?
Look, man. So a couple of things. Number one, Murata ain't fought in 3 years. Like he ain't fought since the middle of 2019. So let's keep that in perspective. First thing, you know what I'm saying? Second thing, money. I didn't talk to you talking, bro.
Murata is a world champion, though. He's talking about you haven't fought in 3 years.
Man.
Money. You gotta let the man talk. You trying to talk over everybody the whole show. Let the man talk. Go ahead.
So
man.
The only thing I want to say is this: we don't know what Murata is. When somebody ain't fought in 3 years, we gotta see what they look like. So I couldn't call him one of the best because I think everybody on this panel will pick Janabek to beat him. I think everybody will pick Andrade to beat him. Everybody would pick probably Triple G to beat him. Everybody would pick Charlo to beat him, and maybe even Chris Eubanks down there at 160. So calling him one of the best, I don't really know about that. That's the first point I want to make. The second point about Canelo, for me, not hating on him, I think he's a great fighter, extremely talented. His issue is always the contradictions and the lies. Like, I understand. I wholeheartedly agree. I would love to see a Charlo versus Benavidez fight. I would love to see Benavidez versus Plant or Andrade versus Charlo. I would love to see all of those fights. I think they're all great fights. But the issue that I have with Canelo when he says things like that is that I never saw Rocky Fielding versus Caleb Plant. I never got to see Dmitry Bivol versus Sergey Kovalev. I never watched Caleb Plant versus Callum Smith. I never saw Callum Smith fight Billy Joe Saunders. So the issue that Canelo has and the issue that his fans have is that when you say that, why is it this way for certain fighters, but it's not that way for other fighters? And that leads me to believe there's some strategicness, I guess you want to use that word, that you're using with how Reynoso is moving you and all of that stuff. And let's just keep it a buck. Like if Tank Davis had an offer on the table to fight Lomachenko and he had and fight Devin Haney, and it was $100 million, but he had another offer to fight Comey and fight Nakatila for $85 million, everybody would probably be in agreement that sounds like some duck ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is the same person that we're gonna act like he's taking on a more competitive champion for $15 million less, but he's the same guy that was telling Caleb Plant and them, look, if you get hurt or if you get injured, I want to fight a replacement opponent and I want to be the same. I want to get paid the same money. So the same person that was asking for the same money to fight lesser competition is now the guy that's taking on tougher competition for less money. That shit don't make sense to me, bro. So at the end of the day, Bivol is a good fight. I think I agree with everybody on the panel when they say that. I think Bivol is a good fight. That ain't the shit that got me tripping. The shit that got me tripping is when you lie and you say, I'll never fight Triple G again, and then you go and you fight Triple G again. That's the issue that I'm having with the whole DAZN deal. If he was fighting Bivol in a one-fight deal, and then he went over the top rank and he was like, yo, I want the winner of Joe Smith Jr. and Beterbiev, then that's a whole nother thing, bro. But the fact that he's throwing Triple G in there after saying he wouldn't fight him, he deserves to be called to the task for that. Just like Earl Spence Jr. is saying he's not going to fight Keith Thurman, right? If he goes and he fights Keith Thurman after fighting Udinese Ugat, people are supposed to have smoke for him. So we're supposed to hold these fighters to their word, bro. That's just a 100% fact. And if you're not holding a fighter to his word and you politicking for him so hard, then to me, that's just, it just shows that you're really, good fan of that fighter. And if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Nah, nigga, say fanboy.
No shade for me. You know what I'm saying? But I just think the contradictions are very, very evident. I think the contradictions are right there. And it's just on, anyone who decides to call it out or decides not to call it out. It is what it is. But he's definitely contradicting himself. He's definitely looking like he's strategically moving around certain fighters because he's requiring certain fighters to do stuff that he's not requiring other fighters to do. And that just is what it is, bro. There's no way around that shit. We want to talk about facts. Somebody please tell me one fact that I didn't speak.
There you go.
Now, first of all, man, you talking about, if Tank didn't take this fight, that don't have shit to do with Canelo. So y'all can miss me.
No, it was a great analogy.
Right.
You know
right.
it was,
you talk. Now,
it was a great analogy.
No, because we talking about a world champion and motherfucking Dimitri Bivol, and then we talking about Triple G, who's still a world champion right now. So no matter how y'all want to try to slice and dice this shit, Triple G is still a world champion right now at 160, like Charlo world champion, like motherfucking Demetrius Andrade is a world champion. Now, when y'all keep saying, this and that, I still don't see y'all pushing for these other fighters to fight each other like y'all pushing for Canelo. Everybody else.
He just explained that, didn't he?
So, you know my content, bro. Don't do that. You know my content.
Hold on.
Don't do that.
Stop it. Y'all just told me shut the fuck up now. Y'all shut the fuck up. Now,
I didn't tell you that, bro. I wouldn't even talk to you like that.
Hey, come on, Knockout. Come on, let me go.
I wouldn't talk to you like that, bro.
Knockout. That's just a figure of speech, bro. It's nothing personal, bro. Shut the fuck up, man. Money, shut the fuck up. That's what it is. But now, listen. When we look at the situation, you're talking about what
I told me shut the fuck up.
Right. So when we look at the situation and we look at Tank, you talking about this, that, and the third. It doesn't matter if Tank wants to take this one or that one because it's competition, right? Now watch this. When we look at Charlo and we look at not David Benavidez. When we look at Charlo, we look at Demetrius Andrade. If you was to put motherfucking Bivol and Triple G in front of them Negroes, that'll be the best thing they ever did in boxing. That'll be the best thing they ever did in boxing. The same Triple G right now, right? The same Triple G right now with Charlo and Andrade. If they was to fight Bivol and Triple G, that'll be the best fucking thing they did in boxing, bro. So it still
Triple G don't want to fight him.
It still shows you, bro. It doesn't.
That don't mean shit.
I'm telling you what it will be.
All I can tell you is my standard is my standard, bro.
Let me finish, bro. All right, your standard.
Money, you've been talking for an hour straight, bro.
Okay, knockout, bro. Let me finish that. What I'm saying, bro. When we look at the situation, bro, that still be the best fucking thing they did in boxing. So it still shows you how far Canelo is away from them, bro. So that don't mean you shouldn't be fighting them Negroes because I want to see him fight them. I campaigned for the goddamn Charlo fight. I wanted the Charlo fight bad as fuck, bro. Bad as fuck. I wanted the Charlo fight, right?
But you did. I heard you saying that.
Like he was telling me, like, money, he gonna beat the fuck out of Charlo, right? I'm like, man, why the fuck I keep saying this shit? I had to go back and really look. I had to go back and look. I'm like, damn, Key, you right. This nigga don't make no adjustments, bro. Jamal Charlo don't make no fucking adjustments in the fight, bro.
Canelo Alvarez don't make no adjustments.
So when I'm looking at the situation, when I'm looking at Biv, when I'm looking at Charlo, I'm like, shit, I'm looking at Biv got more skills than Charlo. Charlo might be more athletic, right? Charlo might be more athletic, but Biv has more skills than Jamal Charlo.
He don't. I disagree.
Charlo got a strong jab, and Charlo got the 1-2. I keep the same shit they talking about. Biv got the same shit that Charlo do, bro.
Charlo got a good uppercut too.
I'm looking at Charlo. I'm like, damn. Why the fuck I was saying this
No.
dude can hang in there, like, right? So it's still the same to me, right? It's still the same competition level, bro. And
Can I
I
say
want
something?
That is a lie, money, bro.
Eddie Reynoso and Canelo's actions they blatantly disagreeing with you.
Go ahead, Bet.
They disagreeing with you. Hold on, Bet. Let me say this because I really want to get it off right quick. So I understand everything that you're saying, but like my standard is my standard with boxing, and just like in my family, bro. Like I require all A's. Like just because Canelo is making a B and everybody else making a C or a D or some shit, that shit ain't good enough for me,
Well, you
bro.
require all A's, you ain't gonna get all A's.
Straight up and down, you know what I'm saying? Like we required it everywhere else, but for some reason, like the biggest and brightest star in boxing, we want to act like we can require less of him. At the end of the day, someone has to explain to me. And my question,
when the biggest star in boxing is fighting undefeated world champions after undefeated world champions, and y'all talking about undefeated world champions don't mean shit, then that's crazy to me though.
No, they
mean
something.
Was an undefeated champion.
Undefeated world champions don't mean shit. That's crazy.
No, they mean something. But what also means something, what means more than that to me, money, is your word. When you say you're gonna do something or you say you're not gonna do something, we hold every other fighter accountable to it. We keep trying to gloss over that fact, bro.
Y'all trying to use him saying he'll never fight Triple G again, and he fight Triple G again as something like, okay, like if that's the only thing y'all got to try to ride off of, I mean, every human contradict themselves sometimes, bro.
Wait.
But y'all gonna take that.
Can I say this?
Y'all gonna try to take that and drown a man you said you'll never fight him again.
No one's drowning, bro. It's just not a good fight, bro.
Listen. The zone came to the table. The zone came to the table. They gave Triple G a shitload of money, right? They like, fuck, we got this motherfucker all this money, right? I didn't agree with the contract Triple G got. Let me say that first of all, right? But they feeling like, damn, we gave the zone all this fucking money, bro. And now we got to figure a way to try to get something back off this motherfucker. I'm gonna say this: at once upon a time, everybody wanted a Triple G trilogy with Canelo Alvarez. They wanted that.
Nobody want that shit.
Yeah, bro. Like 3 or 4 years ago, bro. The man 40 years old now, man.
At once upon a time, everybody wanted the it was at 18,
once upon a
19,
time,
right? So I'm saying, right?
Man.
So the zone still.
Hold on, real quick, money. Dundada, I just looked at my chat. Stop timing people out for nothing. Stop doing that shit, Dundada. If you keep on doing that shit, I'm gonna take your wrench. Ain't no reason for you to time out B-Dog, and all he said is Loma never fought. Oh, okay, I see. You right.
He said
he did it by accident.
Right.
Yeah.
You right.
He loved to argue.
My bad, Dundada. My bad.
He ain't usually gonna block nobody, bro.
Shit, keep trying to time his ass out.
No, time his ass out. I see what he was doing. My bad, Dundada. Go ahead.
Yeah, so when that was like 3 years ago, that's a fact. When people were saying that shit, right? But still, when you look at Triple G, right? And I'm not a fan of the fucking Triple G fight, right? All right, y'all keep saying this bullshit. Y'all keep saying bullshit all you want to. But when I look at it, right, I'm not a fucking fan of the Triple G fight, right? But the fight is third. We know it's third, but we got to talk about what he's doing next. His next fight is to meet you, Bivol, somebody that is dangerous, bro.
Y'all like y'all talking about the undefeated fighter after undefeated fighter. Which undefeated fighter would you say him fight? For real, Andre or Callum Smith? I'm talking to you, man.
What you say? Which one would I rather see him fight?
Which one you rather see him fight? Andre or Callum Smith?
Andre.
Which undefeated fighter which kind one undefeated fighter you want to see him fight? Charlo or Billy Joe Saunders?
Charlo.
All right, then, man. That's all I wanted to know.
But okay, now.
Hey, I want to say something. If money will let me speak. My thing is this, Money Brown. You are campaigning for Canelo. We're not talking about Bivol. We are talking about Triple G. Now, how come all of this time, right? When he had to fight an eliminator to get another Canelo fight, right? This before Canelo dropped the belts. He had to fight Jamal Charlo. Triple G wouldn't take the fucking fight. Then Canelo got out of the division. Well, he took the franchise belt, and Jamal Charlo got the WBC belt. Instead of him fight Jamal Charlo or Demetrius Andrade, he took the path of least resistance.
So you saying,
right?
hold on, I can't hear you, bro.
Y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, bro.
I said he took the path of least resistance. He took the path. Triple G took the path of least resistance. It was mandated by Mauricio Sulaiman and the WBC for him to fight to get another shot at Canelo. He refused to fight Jamal Charlo, right? So these guys they gotta do all kind of run off. They gotta fight each other. They gotta do all of this shit. But Triple G just get the fucking fight. Man, that's some bullshit, bro. And I don't want to see the shit no more. Now he's up in age. He's 40-something years old, right? Now he gonna get the fucking fight when these boys been chasing your ass since you was at 154, but you refuse to fight. You refuse to fight the brothers. Instead, you keep on beating up on these fucking Europeans. If you don't see the forest for the fucking trees, then I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro.
Now you said beating up on Europeans. That motherfucker Demetrius Andrade, the whole resume is Europeans, and just like Cholo.
Because
let me ask you this, coach. Let me ask you this, coach.
See, this is
if Cholo,
you keep on coming up with. We're not talking about what Demetrius Andrade did.
Well, you saying Europeans? Don't bring up. Well, stop bringing up Europeans because Caden Plant ain't a European, coach. Last time I checked, he supposed to be a black.
That's right. I know what he ain't though. I know what he ain't though.
But coach,
I know what he ain't though.
Let me ask you something. If Canelo was to fight Jamal Charlo. If Canelo was to fight Jamal Charlo next year, what would you say?
He ain't gonna fight him.
Now I'm just asking. If he was to fight Jamal Charlo,
that's a great fight. That's a great fight.
I'll bet you he won't fight that motherfucker.
Let me ask you something, coach. Would Jamal Charlo be out his prime next year? Would Jamal Charlo be out his prime next year?
$1,000 right now. He'll never get in the ring with Benavidez because he's fucking scared of him.
Would Jamal Charlo be out his prime next year, coach?
It don't matter.
Would Benavidez be out his prime next year?
Fuck all that talking, nigga. Bet. I bet you $1,000 he don't fuck with Benavidez.
Coach.
He gonna give up them bets before he fucking fight Benavidez. I'll bet $1,000.
Coach.
Fuck that. Fuck all that. I bet $1,000 he'll never get in the ring with David Benavidez because he know he gonna get his fucking ass.
We can't script life, coach. I might walk outside and piano fall in my head. You won't never get paid. But let me ask you this: Will Benavidez be out his prime next year?
He ain't gonna fight him. I don't care.
Will Benavidez be out his prime in the next 2 years? Will Benavidez be out his prime in the next 2 years?
The answer all your questions is no money. They won't be out their prime, but Triple G damn sure is out his prime.
So Canelo telling us, I'm not returned until I'm 37. He's only 31. So that's 6 more years to go. 6 more years to go. Everything don't come when you want it, bro. Everything don't come when you want it. But that don't mean Canelo don't want to fight the Negroes. It don't mean don't want to fight the Negroes. It's business, man. It's business, man. It's business, man.
Come on, money. How's good business to take $15 million less, bro?
Well, you keep saying how's good business to take $15 less because it's Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is going to eclipse 100 plus anyway. Canelo Alvarez is going to eclipse 100 plus anyway, bro. So to us, let me speak. Cause to us with the naked eye, right? When we see it, we like, goddamn, that's a whole 15 million. But you talking to a 9-figure motherfucker already, bro. And I'm not saying 15 million ain't 15, and you can't use that. But you talking to a 9-figure man already that motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck about how much money he making.
But all right, you saying you don't give a fuck about how much money making, then you should be worrying about the extra 15 then. But when we're looking at the situation, Canelo is going to eclipse 100 plus anyway. Am I right? Am I wrong, Knockout?
Nigga, we having the same conversation.
He only could see it more than that if he'd take the other deal. But the point that I'm trying to make to you though, bro, the point that I'm trying to make to you with that whole, and the reason why I asked that question, like, so you expect me to believe that the same man that's saying, look, man, this is my legacy, I'm going for this, I don't care about $15 million less, is the same man that was telling PBC that he wanted a replacement opponent for the same amount of money he was getting Caleb Plant. Like, that shit don't. So one time he cared about the money, but the next time he don't care about the money.
That was Eddie Reynoso sitting at the table doing the business. We can talk about him saying, him telling
Eddie Reynoso ain't doing no business without Canelo's blessing, money. Come on,
bro. Canelo is letting Eddie run the show. This is the thing, bro. You saying, oh, he want the same amount of money. That they saying this. Okay, we going through this shit all the way through COVID, and we get all the way up to her. We fight. I mean, working our ass off. That was trying to be a muscle move right there, bro. And what did Al Heyman do? Get the fuck out of here, right? Like he told Andre, get the fuck out of here.
Bro, that doesn't matter. The point I'm making is the same man, the same team. The same team that was trying to do that is now the team that's taking on a more competitive fight for less money. That don't make sense, bro.
I keep saying it, turning down the more competitive fight for less money, right? So when we looking
at
I'm
saying people are saying Bivol is a good fight and is more competitive. You on record saying that you think Bivol beats. Okay, that's your opinion, and I'm not knocking it. What I'm saying is
that's a fact, right? You just said Bivol is a good competitive fight, right?
That's your opinion.
I'm talking about, did you just say out your mouth that Bivol is a good competitive fight? Yes or no?
I said it's a good competitive fight. I didn't say it's more competitive than Charlo or Benavidez.
Competitive fight, bro.
Okay, yes, but what you're saying is he's taking on a competitive fight. You think Bivol is more challenging than Charlo? Yes or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what you're telling me is what you're asking me to believe from my homie Money Brown. What you're telling me is that Canelo Alvarez, the same man, the same team, him, Eddie Reynoso, the same people that wanted to fight replacement opponents for the same amount of money that they were getting for Caleb Plant, are now going in their mind taking on more competitive fights for less money. That makes no sense, bro.
That's exactly what he's doing.
On one hand, you want to fight a lesser opponent for the same money, and on the other hand, you want to fight a more competitive opponent for less money. That makes no sense, money, and you know it don't make no sense, bro.
You said it don't make no. What don't make no sense? Wait a minute. Hold on, coach.
And these are all facts, bro.
You going to say you said it's all facts? That's just your opinion, like you said. You said he's fighting a less opponent for more money, right?
No, I didn't say anything about a less opponent. You told me that you think Bivol is a better fighter than Charlo and he's more competitive. I said, all right, cool, money. I give you that point. Here is my point.
And you think Jamal Charlo
in his last fight against Caleb Plant, bro, his last fight, he wanted part of the negotiations. He wanted, if Caleb Plant got hurt, if Caleb Plant caught COVID, he wanted, if he had to fight a replacement opponent, he wanted to get the exact same money that he would get for an undisputed fight. And now what you're telling me is the same person that wanted to fight a replacement opponent for the same money that he was fighting for undisputed is now turning around, and he's the same person that's taking on more competitive fighters for less money. That shit makes no sense, bro.
Well, he wanted 50 million, right? He wanted the same 50 million, because what they saying is, if we work our ass off to get all the way up here, and this motherfucker pull out the fight, this, that, and third, all that shit came from the back and forth and the arguing and bickering and all that shit, right? He didn't get that shit.
Yeah, my boy said he'd have been his replacement too.
So when we sitting up here, he still fought Caleb Plant. He went and fought Caleb Plant. Now with the Dimitri Bivol fight, bro, I think it's 50 million for Dimitri Bivol, and what is it? 50 for Bivol, and then 45, 35 for fucking Triple G or some shit.
Man, the only comparison I got is 85 million for 2 fights. If somebody else got something else, let me know.
He got a 3-fight deal. He took the 3-fight deal for 160. That's the only reason he took the deal.
Well, we talking about for the two. We talking about for the first two, because that's what Knockout was talking about.
He took the deal over the 100 because they gave him 160 for 3.
Batman, that shit ain't been confirmed, because if that shit is true, that means the third fight against either John Ryder or Macaboo, they gonna pay him $80 million.
Well, if he took the 160, then that just shut up all y'all, because that's more money than a motherfucking 100 million.
No, but he ain't fighting.
I mean, it's 160. Y'all just talking about the money. It's 160 million. We don't know who the third fight is. He's saying John Ryder. Y'all don't know who the third fight is. I heard Eddie Hearn.
That fight ain't confirmed. He only signed for 2.
Well, we know that. All I know is 2, and that's what I'm sticking to, the 2.
Yeah,
for the 85.
Yeah.
So if the 160 pop up, then we'll see who the third fight is.
Black fighters are harder to fight, so
we'll see who the third fight is. Well, Eddie Reynoso said out on mouth that black fighters harder to fight, and then we don't see black fighters fighting black fighters. So shit, is Eddie Reynoso right? Because black fighters ain't fighting black fighters.
Why not?
You said that's a lot.
Black fighters not fighting black fighters.
Well, coach, when the last time Charlo fought a black fighter? That
He fought J-Rock. He fought
no,
J-Rock
no,
and
no,
no,
he
Black
fought a black fighter.
No, he fought Brandon Adams too, bro.
2019,
yeah,
right?
He fought a lot of black fighters.
No,
What
wait a minute. I'm not.
No, fuck. Last time he fought a lot of black fighters.
When the last time he fought a black fighter? Y'all said black fighters ain't fighting black fighters.
No, you say black fighters don't fight
right?
Black
Now he ain't fought. Charlo ain't fought a black fighter since 2019. Demetrius Andrade ain't fought a black fighter since 2017. Demetrius Andrade ain't fought a black fighter since 2017. Last time Canelo fought a black fighter in 2019 with Jamal Charlo, and he fought Denny Jacobs, right?
Yo, hold on.
Charlo fought motherfucking Brandon Adams, and Demetrius Andrade fought the tall motherfucker. What's the fuck his name? Alantez Fox, who just got robbed, right?
That's it. But that,
So
fighting
that
don't have nothing to do with nothing.
Who fighting the tough? Who fought
money? Because that shit is irrelevant.
All right,
who fought
the tough?
That's what I'm saying, dog. He
like
who
fought a black fighter and who did that shit? That shit don't have nothing to do with what the point.
You said black fighters don't fight black fighters.
Well, tell Coach that shit.
Hey,
no,
I know. No, I'm gonna make my point.
Hold on. Let me ask Money something. Let me ask Money a question real quick. So I want to ask you this. Be honest. Give me your honest assessment, Money. Okay. What is your honest assessment on Bival's last two fights? What did you think? How did you think he looked in his last two fights? The first one was with Craig Richards. And then he came back and fought Umar Solomon. How did you feel he looked in those two fights?
They won his best performances, I will admit, right? They wasn't his best performances, but he still found a way to pull it out. I thought he won both. I will say that. I thought he won both, but they was tough fights, right? But we can say that with everybody. But I see what you're saying with Bivol, but he found a way to win and to hold on to his titles.
I'm saying, but did he impress you? Did anything that you saw from Bivol impress you in those fights?
Well, he's the Bivol He's the Bivol that I know him to be, right? Technical in the ring. If he hurts you, he'll finish you, but he's going to try to outbox your ass. He's going to try to outbox you, right? And like I say, they won his best performances to me. So I'm going to be like, okay, they was average performances, but I still seen the skill set in him for him to figure it out and win the fight. Just like with Charlo, just like with Demetrius Andrade.
But okay, so this is my thing, right? He's fighting club level, domestic level club fighters. They weren't it wasn't like he was fighting high competition. He was fighting C-level fighters and looking very, very mediocre versus C-level fighters. He didn't do nothing that impressed me. In the Craig Richards fight. Craig Richards is like I said, he probably like a B plus, a C plus level fighter.
I give him a B minus.
A UK, you know what I'm saying, domestic level fighter. That level over there. UK. Craig Richards ain't nothing special. He's okay. Now in that fight, when I studied that fight and I watched Bivol was getting hit with a lot of shit, and he barely beat Craig Richards. Then he turned around and fought Solomon. Now he did win that fight clearly, right? But he didn't do nothing special in that fight. And that was an opponent that I looked at and I thought he should have got him up out of there by 6 or 7 rounds.
But Key,
Solomon,
can we say the same? Can we say the same thing about Jamal and Demetrius Andrade?
Wait,
I can say, hold on.
Hold on, Coach. For some reason.
Hold on, Coach.
Everybody avoiding the Mexican monster. Everybody keep avoiding that motherfucker right there.
Coach, hold on. So, as far as Jamal Charlo, you said, can we say the same? Now, we can't say the same versus about Demetrius Andrade because he looked great his last fight. Was he fighting high-level competition? No.
Knockout call that motherfucker Piggly Wiggly. That motherfucker.
Piggly Wiggly from the Quiggly Wiggly.
Yeah, let me finish what I'm saying. He was fighting the bomb. He was fighting the bomb, but he still got him out of there early. So we can't say that he didn't look good against Zach Martin. He did. But as far as Charlo, Charlo didn't look good to me. No, he didn't look good. But that fight was way more entertaining than fucking Bival's last 2 fights. Way more entertaining. Ain't nothing entertaining about Bivol. Ain't nothing special about Bivol. He cool. And I think that Canelo, this is going to be an easy fight for Canelo. I don't think he's going to, I can't see it. Bivol's not that good.
Well, I can't say that about Bivol. I give Bivol. I think Bivol is better tougher than Charlo.
I'm not gonna say that either. I'm not gonna say that. I think he's a very technical fighter. I think he got enough power.
Bivol ain't even the issue. It's Triple G, bro.
But yeah, it's all Triple G in the first place. But it's Triple G and then a John Ryder and Makabu. But I got to get ready to wrap it up. So, I got to get ready to wrap it up.
Y'all just keep on using Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. But y'all just keep on leaving out that Mexican monster. Y'all just they're like Mike Tyson calling. Y'all just keep on leaving him out the whole conversation. Y'all want to leave him out for a reason. Same way Eddie Reynoso want to leave him out the conversation for a reason. There's a reason why they don't want to fuck with him. There's a reason why. Because that's a bad motherfucker.
They don't want to fight any of them. But the one on the deal was Benavidez, bro.
Demetrius Andrade really want to fight the Mexican monster, man.
Well, we gonna find out when it's time. We gonna find out if he really.
The only question, like I said, need my last word. Only question, like I said, bro. I don't like when you require other fighters to do shit that you don't require other fighters to do. Some people got to fight each other. Other people don't got to fight each other. I don't like when you call people horrible fighters and shit, and you'll never fight them. And then I go look at your resume, and they better than 99% of the people that you've been fighting. When you start saying that shit, bro, it make it seem like you moving out here strategically and you trying to avoid certain fights. And that's just a fact for anybody. Not just Canelo Alvarez. That's anybody, bro. There's any fighter that's talking like that, that's duck talk, bro.
I'm gonna leave up on this note right here, bro. Earl Spence, Jamal Charlo, and David Benavidez, all three said that Canelo ain't ducking shit. They know what the game is. They know what Canelo Alvarez is. Earl just said the man.
Yeah, they know he moving
Earl just said what the man doing is unheard of, going up and down, winning titles, knocking motherfuckers out. Yeah, so I'm gonna go off his contemporaries and what they say. You know what I mean? And I still believe, like this, is what I believe. Y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. That Canelo. I don't know about Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade. I don't know about them, but I do know Canelo want to fight Jamal Charlo. And I'm gonna stick to my word. I think he's gonna fight Jamal.
Said that last year.
Like I say, I'm gonna say this shit. I'm gonna say this shit. Neither one of them is going nowhere too soon. And I still feel like Charlo go be the one to get the fight. To me, out of all them, bro. And that's that.
My man Truly Israel. Hold up, my man Truly Israel in the super chat. He says, "Why Money Brown scared to bring up David Benavidez?"
I talked about David Benavidez.
You know what
I'm talking about.
He know why. He just like Eddie Reynoso. That's why.
Man,
he just
David Benavidez said out his own mouth Canelo ain't ducking him. And I talked about Canelo knocking David Benavidez.
He did say that. I'm gonna send you that one too.
I'm
gonna send you that interview too, because he said, he don't want to fight him.
Well, and he contradicting himself. 1 minute he say he ain't ducking nothing. Well, now listen. I talked about David Benavidez. Okay, Coach Key, I gotta get up out here. I talked about David Benavidez multiple times, bro, and I talked about Canelo knocking his motherfucking ass out. Right? I like David Benavidez. He's young. He's a hell of a fighter. The power is underrated to me, right? He is a strong, tough dude. Come forward to try to wear you down and get you up out of there. But that shit ain't gonna work on Canelo Alvarez, man.
So I'm gonna just say this, y'all. So I'm gonna just say this. I don't think that Canelo is scared to fight none of these dudes, but I think what he is doing is basically he's playing the system. He knows that he's able to fight whoever he wants. So he's picking the easier fights. He's picking the easier fights and he's taking them because he know he can make basically the same amount of money fighting the easier fights. If somebody got to put a stop to it, if they put a stop to it and they force him to fight some of these other dudes, he'll fight them. I don't think he's scared of them. But he's picking the easier fights because he know he can make the same amount of money or around the same amount of money and fight the less competition and take the least risk. That's what he's doing. That's just what he's doing. He's taking the least amount of risk.
I think he's scared of Demetrius Andrade, Keith. I don't think he's scared of his power. I think he's scared of his skill set.
I wouldn't say all that. I don't think he's scared, but I mean, when you say scared, that's a strong word to use.
Man, Canelo gonna knock Demetrius Andrade ass out, and I can't wait to bet that man.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. He's the only.
That man said he was scared of Caleb Plant. That just said he was scared of Caleb Plant.
He's the only fighter that he's tried to down. That he say he's some shit, this and that. But you've been running from the man since 154. You've been running. This is the man you've been running from since 154. He had the belt.
Did you get Canelo credit for knocking Caleb Plant out?
Can I finish, man?
I just want to know, did you give him credit? Yes or no?
You say what?
Did you get Canelo credit for knocking out Caleb Plant?
At first, until I heard that taping when he was talking about
I can fight, huh,
in the ninth round, talking about I can fight, right? 21 to know I can fight, right? But other than that, like I said, man, with Demetrius Andrade, you ducked the man at 154. You fought Liam Smith for his belt. At 160, you could have been undisputed with one fight. You didn't do it. Come on, man. And you constantly, then when the man call you out and you do an interview, you say he a shitty fighter. You trying to convince your fan base that he's a shitty fighter, for you won't have to fight him.
Quack.
Well,
quack.
Let me get your coach. Let me get your last words real quick, so I get up out of here.
All right.
Let's get the Queen's last words, because we know the Queen's run coach.
Nah, she gone. I had to. She went meet her sister. I'm with her. I dropped off.
Money try to slip one in real quick.
She ain't driving. She ain't driving quite yet after the surgery. So now, anyway, like I said, a quack is a quack is a quack. You can call it whatever you want. He been ducking them dudes since 154. He ducked Benavidez. He said he would never fight Triple G again. He lied. So I don't know what else to tell y'all. I've been saying this shit. He moving funny. He always move funny because he don't like no high risk fights. All the fights he know he gonna win. The fights that he know he gonna win, he gonna take. Point blank period. We tried to paint him in a corner. When it came to 160, when Jamal Charlo was at 160 and was his mandatory, we got, we gonna get this fight. That's his mandatory. We gonna get this fight. What happened? He called Suleiman, hey man, make this special belt for me so I don't have to fight this dude. And then what he do? He run out of the division, go up and fight the least of the path of least resistance. You had Zurdo with a belt. You had I think Bivol had a belt at the time. Benavidez had a belt. Who you pick? Rocky Philhand, right? That's who he picked. Then, okay, David Benavidez loses his belt on the scale. You know what, Mr. Suleiman, put that up in the belt, up in there too. Before, no undisputed. He never talked about fighting undisputed when it came, because they had some killers there. Zurdo had a belt too at 168. He wouldn't fight him. Instead, he says, I'm not going to fight any more Mexican fighters. Well, that's called a duck. You always take the path of least resistance. We see it all the time, and it's never going to stop until they stop. That's why I hope Murata beat the sleeves off of Triple G, right? I hope he beat his ass, stop him, and get him out the game, because we don't want him in here no more. And then, I'm telling y'all, it might be an upset with Bivol, and it's going to upset the whole apple cart. That's all I got to see.
Hey, Money, before we get up out of here, Money, let them know where to find you at and what time you coming on and everything.
Y'all can follow me right here on Money Brown TV on YouTube, and then y'all can find me over on Instagram at Money_the_writer.
He trying to talk like
we show all the fights, y'all. We show all the fights, man. If y'all need someone to watch the fights, the little fights, the big fights, follow me on Instagram, Money the Writer, MONIE_THE_writer, and follow me right here on Money Brown TV. We're going live tonight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 6:30 Pacific, and 9:30 Eastern Time, man. Shouts out to my brother Key. Shouts out to Bet. Shouts out to Coach. Shouts out to my brother Knockout.
Yes, sir. Knockout. You said your last already, right?
Knockout out. He ain't on
I mean, not Knockout Batman. Batman, you said your last already, right?
Yeah, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
I just want to see boxing and Canelo get knocked the fuck out.
Y'all crazy as hell, man. Man, great show, man. I appreciate all my brothers that was up on the panel. Everybody in the chat. Hey, B&B said, man, Keon, man, you gotta come. You tripping. Man, I was just playing. Me and Money fuck around like that all the time, B&B. We wasn't serious.
What do you say?
He thought I was tripping on
being boxing.
Being boxing thought I was tripping on you when I said I told him to shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
We were just playing B&B. But man, appreciate everybody that came through. Like I said, everybody that came through that showed love in the super chat, everybody that commented. And yeah, another great show. It's all love. We gonna go at it, but at the end of the day, it's just boxing. And shit, we looking forward to these fights. Money gonna be showing all these fights. So if you don't got no way to watch the fight, go over to Money Brown TV and he gonna, you know what I'm saying, let y'all watch the fights over there. But y'all already know what it is. Oh, yeah, my Arkansas Razorbacks. Money, before I get up out of here, don't ever disrespect me ever again with the shit that you pulled yesterday, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever disrespect me.
You ain't believing them motherfuckers so damn, sir.
Don't ever disrespect my Razorbacks like that. Yeah, them Arkansas Razorbacks. Yeah, y'all see us. Y'all see us. You know what I'm saying? But with that note, y'all already know how I do. They go talking that boxing again. And everybody root for the Razorbacks. And we gone.